for that.
Excuse me. Sorry.
Girl, your voice.
Hello. Thanks, Aabria.
You actually muted still?
I know that made it.
They can, yeah, no, it totally made it. Hello. My name's Kimi, and you've joined the Happy Jacks RPG Network for a one-shot tonight of a game called Starscape, which I am completely unfamiliar with. I'm lying. I actually wrote it. But tonight, it's debut in society, as it were, so I'm very excited. Stop laughing at me.
It's an RPG cotillion. I'm very excited.
All right.
I'm unmuting so I can also make jokes.
Yeah, do it.
I'm here to present CADave.
CADave, yay!
To society.
It's been so long.
I know. And it's also super exciting tonight because Aabria is back from her travels to our humble abode. Very exciting. And Riley is joining us of Saving Throw and many other shows fame, but that's where I got to play with you first.
Indeed.
So it's very exciting.
Yeah, we got to play Decuma.
Yeah, I know. It's very exciting.
I like that you bring me in just to like run your games. I
know.
It. I'm like a ringer. It's great.
Yeah, play tester. Come see my thing. I need your opinion. So yes, the game we're playing tonight is called Starscape. It's a PBTA found family in space game. So think Farscape, think Firefly, think some Star Treks. More like DS9, Voyager type thing where there's lots of like entangled relationships on the ship. Lots of feels. It focuses on trust and emotions. And I am very proud of it and excited. I've been working on it for almost 2 years now. Like, how old is my kid? Okay, yeah. 2 years now. And yeah, So let's get started. We are going to be doing a very quick version of the universe creation and character creation process, and then hopefully get into like a really short little adventure. Let's go around the table and let's introduce ourselves. Let's start at that end.
I am that end. Hi, everybody. I'm CADave. It's my first time back in the Happy Jack studio in a long time, and I'm super excited. I've come out of my cave. I'm like, I saw all the shadows on the wall for a couple of years, and I wanted to see what the real world was. So here I am. Yeah.
Welcome to the real world.
Yay!
Yeah. There's people in it,
I know.
and they're three-dimensional. It's very weird.
Yeah.
And we have real
A
dice.
whole face is wild.
You can hear them whether they press the button or not.
Yeah. You're muted. You're muted.
God, Zoom etiquette.
The worst. Oh man.
It's the worst too because you know you're muted. Everyone like you're going for the button, but the whole everyone you're muted. Look me, I
Oh,
know.
give me just a
Figured
tight.
it out.
We're in a whole Panda Express right now. We gotta calm down. Also,
Wait, are you on Zoom calls in a Panda Express?
yes.
Okay.
Are you not?
They have good Wi-Fi there.
Orange chicken, little business. Share screen, bring it up for everyone. It's good. Hi, I'm Aabria, and in lieu of any sort of introduction, I just wanted to say CADave was in the cave, and that is symmetry. Next person.
Next.
Hey, I'm Riley, and that's how we do things here. I'm excited to be here. I'm looking forward to this. It should be fun.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Jason, and I'm the gremlin under the stairs that never left. I've always been here.
Yes. Excellent. All right. So we are going to get started. The first thing we need to do is we're going to start by creating our universe. So we've kind of talked a little bit ahead of time for just to expedite the process. Oh yeah, by the way, this game is now beta testing. So if you go to goldenlassogames.com/Starscape, all one word, Starscape, one word.
Now here's the thing. Where do I know Golden Lasso Games from? Is it from Decima?
The world famous Decima.
World
Yes.
famous Decima?
Yeah.
Tight.
No, this is our first game. It is not necessarily famous, but it did ship to 42 different
Are we allowed to
countries.
swear?
I will say,
Better fucking be.
Yeah.
I will say, it's kind of famous now.
Is it?
I see it way outside. People I don't know.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
often.
kind of
Look, I use that shit to
It
help.
comes up-
credit-
He
It
doesn't
comes
know
up-
me,
EX.
and I play Decima, so right there.
See?
that is an
There you
actual
go.
statement.
Yeah, but you
Yep.
backdate.
I use Decima to help character build for EXU.
No, I saw that. I was
I love it.
hyperventilating a little bit. I was like, okay.
Don't worry, I read all the cards wrong.
I know, it's
I
fine.
did a bad job for you.
It's fine. It was okay. Bad job is better than no job. There you go.
Yay!
It applies to some things. Anyway, yeah, so that is where you know Golden Lasso Games from. But anyway, you can download it. There's a link on that page. It tells you all about it. There's like some of the art. You can be like, hey, I'm interested in this or not. And there's a link to our itch page, itch.io, and you can download it for free or pay what you will right now. And if you do that, then when the actual game comes out and it gets updated on that same page, you will also get it for that same price. So do the thing. And we also have a Discord channel. I mean, not. Oh, well, it's fine. I've said it already. If you go to goldenlassogames.com/Discord, there's a Starscape only PBTA like playtest channel. It's not like a huge game channel. There's like 30 people maybe. And it's all people who are just trying to get games together for Starscape, test it out, telling me what things I misspelled, helpful things of that nature, which is actually very helpful. But you're just like, people are like, you forgot the S in ship. And I'm like, cool.
Yep.
But yeah. Anyway, yeah, you can go do that. And so, the first thing we need to start doing is we're going to build our universe. So, actually, I'm going to have to borrow that back to you.
No!
I made copies and I got them all mixed up. So the first thing we're going to be doing is setting our scene. So we have to talk about what flavor of science fiction do we want. Because Starscape is made kind of be, if you're into Powered by the Apocalypse, you know, Monster of the Week can kind of be skinned like lots of different kind of episodic TV type shows. You can do Buffy the Vampire Slayer, you can do Supernatural, you can do X-Files, you can do all these different things. Starscape is kind of designed to be that, so you can skin it lots of different ways. So some examples of flavors of sci-fi. So post-apocalyptic, like Battlestar Galactica. Space Western, which is more like Firefly or The Mandalorian. Utopian exploration, which is very obviously Star Trek. Near future, which is more like the Expanse type stuff. Space opera, which is like wild out there. Farscape, which is very dear to my heart.
This feels like Jupiter ascending
Oh, I like
erasure.
Okay.
Yeah. I hate it.
Well,
Legacy.
I was trying to
Was
come
it
up.
that movie?
No, well,
Jupiter
Yeah.
Ascending was
Yeah,
fun.
yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
That was
that. You know what?
Yeah.
Take that out of your mouth. right
werewolf
now.
rollerbladers in space.
I specifically came up with.
You know what? I will say this: there's nothing in that movie that's not more ridiculous than anything that's in Star Wars or Star Trek or anything else. But everyone somehow picks on that movie, even though it doesn't deserve it too much. I was
think
like, oh,
they
is it
all
half man,
deserve
half
it.
dog? Chewbacca's a Wookiee that walks around. We're fine with it. But you put Channing Tatum in a dog outfit, and everyone hates it. All right. Just saying. Just saying. Rocket Raccoon's in some of the highest grossing films of all time, but yeah, we're mad that Channing Tatum, a pretty boy, is a dog. I got it. We're fine. The biggest problem with that movie is it has 2/3 acts. That's the problem with Jupiter Ascending.
It does.
It's
Yeah,
like
very
a tighter
much
script
so.
in that film, and we would all be much more bigger fans of it than we
He's a
are.
recognized
Jason,
royalty.
Yeah.
Thanks. All right. Very good. So, anyway, so we have to make that choice. And specifically, I was trying to find, because it's more, Starscape is made to mimic, like, episodic things. So in the examples I listed in the game, it's like TV shows and stuff, because it's, like, episodic. So I'm sorry, Jupiter Ascending got left out.
Don't apologize to me. Apologize to Riley.
I know,
She's the one that
evidently.
screams.
I'm sorry. Here.
Never apologize. Look at me. Never apologize.
Never.
Never.
All right. So, anyway, so what flavor do we want?
Oh.
So, I mean, small ship crew sounds fun
Yeah.
because we're a small crew.
Yes.
So
But that
Where does
like,
our what universe does our
yeah,
I'm
like,
ship
thinking like
live in?
Motley Crue, so I'm thinking like a more like this is not episodic, but like more of a Guardians of the Galaxy
Okay.
or somewhere between that and Firefly, where it's like
I feel like we're all trying not to say Firefly because we use a dirty word now.
Yeah.
We're like,
But I will say you're right, but I also think I meant like I wanted just a little bit more levity to it.
Yes,
That's why I
100%.
said with like more goofiness, which is what's so fun about
Farscape.
about-
We're doing
Yeah,
Farscape. Okay. Very
"Oh,
good.
Puppets?
Yes.
I don't like it.
Oh, man.
I said it
know.
on the internet. I don't like Farscape.
I started watching it because like research, right? I was like,
Yeah.
I'm going to watch every episodic sci-fi thing that ever existed, and I was pregnant, and it was pandemic. Why not? And oh my god, did I end up loving Farscape? I was like, okay, and oh man, I loved it. Anyway,
I'm gonna
it's
admit that
super-
I've never seen it, so if I'm way off on tone, I'm sorry ahead of time.
There,
Don't
no,
say.
it's like zany Firefly, like
Okay.
and with
Nice.
puppets, and like everyone is a little more extreme in their archetype and like their kind of stereotypes, and it's just like it's very fun.
The one thing I know about Farscape is that the ship runs on farts, and the show should have been Fartscape, but it's not, and I'm mad about it.
Does it actually run
As
on
far as I
farts?
understand, yes.
There is one character who does have a lot of farting
And
involved.
he's built
I'm
into
just
the
gonna
ship.
keep Xing that word over and over again.
Okay.
Okay, sorry.
Done. It's gone.
All right. All right. So we're gonna go kind of like space opera-y then, like out there, just tons of weird stuff. Okay. And if this was going to be a television show or a movie, what would our game be rated? Would it be rated for all ages, like G or PG, 13 plus, PG-13 or so, or would it be 18 plus, like R?
I would love a hard R. How are we feeling
I
about
need
that?
at
Sure.
least a PG-13. I can live with R.
Yeah, I'm in the same realm as you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want that second fuck.
Yeah.
That's all I care
You can
about.
have all the bad
Well,
words.
there's one, so we got it.
Yeah.
We definitely had one earlier. Like we've hit
Oh,
that.
well.
Yeah. But still zany and fun tone, right?
Yeah.
Like
I
okay.
want to have lesbians without getting in trouble with the MPAA. So
Yes.
MPA could go to hell.
Granted. Okay.
Space L.
Yep. Is the real Earth and its history, does it exist in our universe? Yes, no, or maybe, but it's like so far away, it's such a legend that it's like myth and nobody really knows anything about it.
I mean, it's nice to have cultural references.
I kind of liked that maybe it's the White Tower that nobody gets to go to,
Oh.
right? Like, it's become this giant power in the universe, and all of us are the spun-off people that live all over the place.
Okay.
also it's kind of like how on like the Expanse, how like the central planets are like the really like elitist area, and then like
Yeah.
outside is a little bit more. and more.
100%,
I kinda like
yeah.
that. Yeah, I'm into
But
that.
on a galactic scale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yo, I've watched none of the reference materials. I'm just gonna
You're good. You're going to go with it.
This is great.
You have a great character.
We're
for
in
you. You'll be
space.
fine.
Thanks.
We should start making up space titles and saying it's like on this thing and seeing if
Yeah, and Aabria does
Look, I saw
not.
someone mention Lex in chat, and I was like, "That's pretend." 4 people have said it.
Nope.
It's
nope.
legit,
It's
like,
a
Hey,
that's where
y'all,
I thought we
I
were going. I was
don't-
like, Farscape, but with fucking is Lex.
yeah.
Now by Lex,
Well,
you
now
mean
I have
the
to write that
what,
down.
the lesbian dating app Lex? That's what we're talking about.
Nope, nope,
Oh,
nope.
okay.
Like old,
I was joking.
early. Oh, okay.
I knew you did not mean lesbian dating app Lex.
No.
I was aware. Just to be clear.
I mean,
And you never know.
I'm okay with the space game based around that too.
I mean, to be fair, someone in chat might be talking about it because I did drop that word earlier, but still.
Right.
I mean, why not both, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then we already decided the next question is, do aliens exist in our universe?
Yes.
And
Totally.
the answer is absolutely. We're getting lots.
Hard R.
Yeah. Hard R. Describe your crew. This next part we pick like what type of crew we had, which are trained service members, which would be like Star Trek, crew for hire, which is kind of what we decided before we started the show, and then the other one is Fortune's Fools, like chance or fate threw us all together, and we're like, ooh, okay. So generally that would be more like, oh, we got, our spaceship crashed and we're the last ones alive and we have to get home or something like that. So, all right. Now we need to pick and create our ship. So we've got a couple different options here. I wish I had another copy of this. A high-tech starship, like with super advanced technology. A living being, which allows us to live aboard them. I see your eyes, Aabria. I feel them. A huge transport ship that's designed for like culinary, military, or a cruise vessel.
I didn't say culinary at first.
Look,
was
I like culinary
Space food
more
truck?
than colonizing.
Yes.
I mean, yeah.
Steam or sail-powered vessel that looks like it's from another era.
Oh, Treasure Planet.
Treasure Planet, 100%.
Okay.
I know Jason hates
You
that
knew
option.
one.
yeah, I know one thing here.
Check out that reference.
You got that one. And then, or a light freighter or transport that most people would barely call a ship, but it's home.
I'm leaning towards that one.
God damn it, we're playing Firefly.
We're pretty much it.
That one I will say it was more Millennium Falcon in my head, but you are not wrong. Yeah.
I'm fine there, or with like small cruise ship.
Oh, okay.
Cruise?
Yeah.
Cruise.
Cruise, yes.
Because then we get a little bit of like Love Boat.
Yeah!
Dude, you know what? I'm with you now. I like the idea.
I go for this so much.
Okay, cruise ship, and we actually have passengers, and we're like,
Yeah,
we're like
we're the crew
we're the charter crew
on-
for
yeah.
hire. Okay, I changed my vote.
I'm
Okay.
so happy.
But
Are we
small.
talking like 100 passengers or
Like, yeah, like
20?
max.
Wait, you're skipping ahead in the process.
My bad.
Okay.
Jason.
Are we a
I'm
Viking
bad
River
at
cruise?
this.
You're so bad at this.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
All right. So we're going with a small cruise vessel.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, so Love Boat-esque in space. I'm starting to like get more vibes of like Fifth Element, but like when they're on that cruise vessel. Okay.
Paradise.
Yes.
They've already hit it. Yeah, Erica odd.
Thank you, Erica.
Always on top
Oh,
of
I
it.
wore the wrong shirt.
Oh, yeah.
I have a Floss in Paradise shirt. And I didn't remember if I pulled it out of the drawer or not.
I like that you were like already unbuttoning before you thought about it. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Which
No,
one
I
had
couldn't
on, but
honestly
people need to
remember
know.
which shirt came out of the drawer. I just read.
Oh, there's a shirt under here.
If not, it's
I
just a
heard
different
hard
kind of
R,
cruise.
and I
Yes.
for it.
Exactly.
All right. And so this next question is additional crew. Are there other people on our ship? No, we've already gotten that out. Yes, a small number like 2 to 9, and then or we have a pretty large crew like 10 to 100 or more.
I mean, if it's small, we could have just us running the cruise ship.
Yeah, I kind of like it as like when you see like a mom and pop with that bed and breakfast, like everyone's trying to do jobs. Like,
Right.
we might have like a few other like robots.
Yeah,
Okay.
like dumb
Stuff,
robots,
but-
not
Ooh,
like
mostly
smart.
robots
Yeah.
feels good.
Yeah.
Okay.
But also.
But you have passengers. You
yeah,
wanna-
I
okay.
think there's other passengers.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So you are mostly the crew.
Yeah.
So you're like the who run the ship, and then you've got a whole bunch of like Gilligan's Island type.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent.
That's
All right. So then we're gonna make a couple of these. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna pass this around. There's a little chart to help you make the crew members, or in our case, our customers. So you pick. There's 3 columns is what the word I'm looking for is, and you pick one from the first column, one from the second column, one from the third column.
Those are called long chartos.
Long chartos. Oh, thank
Yeah.
you for that. Thank you. I
Instead
will.
of the wide chartos,
Yeah.
there's the long chartos.
I'm so
and the
glad
wide
you're in
chartos.
education.
Yep.
That's so good.
I teach computers and stuff.
Yeah, you do. So I'm just going to pass around. Each one of you is going to create one NPC, I'm going to start on this side since we started with introductions
You
on
also
that
could have
side.
invented that word right now, and I would have believed you if you said it with such confidence.
Yeah. He's good at the bullshitting.
Okay, so I'm gonna pick. I wasn't listening to the directions. I was waiting to tell
One
my
from
joke.
each column.
Oh, okay.
I was so honest on
You can also roll, if you want to, you can roll a d6 and you can pick that way.
No, I like. So I'm gonna pick 3 things.
Yes.
Okay, so I like an arrogant, clumsy chef.
Okay. And what's their name?
Greenwood.
Swedish.
Just to be clear, they're not working as a chef on our ship. They are.
No, they are chefs.
It's a
They're
chef
a famous
on
chef.
holiday,
Yes.
Yeah.
Arrogant. What was the second one? I'm sorry.
Clumsy.
Clumsy.
I like to believe that they're a chef that is like doing like a Parts Unknown type TV series, and they're like being flown to their that's fun.
Nice.
Yeah, or maybe they're trying to travel undercover, or like no one knows it's like the Anthony Bourdain. Of
And what is? And I'm sorry. What was the name of the character?
Greenwood.
Greenwood. Okay.
M. Greenwood.
All right. And are they human?
Probably not.
No. Okay. Can we have like some cool kind of tentacle with many arms that does like wild cooking?
Yeah, what if it's like a
chef from Monsters,
like
Inc.?
octopod
Yes.
that's like
That's
piloting a suit.
Okay.
That's cute.
So they're aquatic.
Kinda. Yeah, they're like in a like bulbous fish tank helmet operating a like humanoid suit.
Let's see.
All right. Next NPC.
All right, I am going to go with a serene insomniac scholar.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that like the charts in this game are some of the things I'm most proud of.
These are fun.
I love a good chart. I
Yeah.
mean, that's something.
Yeah, I'm imagining less of a scholar, like an academic, and more like a teacher. And
Okay.
they're like, and I think they're insomniac because they're like they're so used to the stress of the school year, and like they
no.
haven't been able to relax yet on the boat.
Oh no.
This
Like-
got really close to Jason.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
That's good.
But they're serene. That's the only thing.
Serene.
Like
That's
like,
the dream.
I'm just gonna. They're actually trying to stay awake as much as they can because they want to enjoy every possible
Oh
second they can.
no.
Oh,
yeah.
That's very good.
Yes.
I know those vacations.
Their name is their pronouns are going to be he him.
Okay.
And his name is Blading, so it's B apostrophe LDING.
Amazing.
Did you figure it out? Okay. don't
Close
worry.
enough. It's fine.
Yeah.
All right. Excellent. And pronouns I'm going to do for Greenwood are they them.
Cool.
Yeah.
Since I'm figuring they're like an aquatic being, so sometimes they're very malleable.
Yeah, these octopods are not like plugged into human notions
Yeah.
of gender.
All right. I feel like we've got to have just like a suspicious, nosy medic. I want, like, this is a character that tripped and fell out of Grey's Anatomy
Yeah.
and landed on the ship. That's just in everyone's business
Okay.
in all possible.
Okay. And what's their name?
Avenues.
And what pronouns?
Let's go, let's go she, her. We'll make a color pun. What's another shade of gray? Who's ever known Silver? Silva.
Yeah, Silva.
Silva.
Very good. And can Silva have just gone through a terrible breakup? And this is like
She has always been and will always be going through a terrible. I'm currently rewatching Sex and the City right now.
yeah.
Just Carrie Bradshaw with a scalpel.
yes, excellent.
I couldn't help but wonder.
Does she
Yeah.
not have
Was
a
it
scalp?
lupus?
I hope not.
I assume she did the whole time.
Yeah.
Nope.
And just like that, I diagnosed him. All right, Dave.
Was I too worried about my new cats to worry about my heart?
I want to play this character now.
I
I don't want.
I
I
actually
mean, you
feel
are a
bad.
civilian. You could play that
You could
character.
play that character.
I feel bad having given away the octopod. As soon as I said it, I was like, I could be an
That could be
octopod
you.
piloting a suit.
I mean, you could still.
No, you can't
You
have
could
more
be
than
a
one on
cousin.
show.
Like maybe it's your family member,
It's a
and you're
token.
like, oh gosh.
It's a token cephalopod.
All right, I'm going to go with a jovial, suspicious engineer.
Okay.
Yes.
Jovial and suspicious.
Oh, superstitious. Excuse
Oh,
me.
superstitious. Okay.
Ooh.
I still want that.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
I
Yeah.
think that is just Chief O'Brien you've described.
I feel like less overworked,
Fair.
Sure.
right?
Like,
Like,
on vacation.
yeah, not the only guy that fixes stuff on a whole space.
Right. And what's their name? And you said he, him? Maybe you didn't say. I just made that up.
I haven't yet.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go with a he. No, let's do a she, her.
Okay. You can come back to it if you need to. I
There's
also have a
list
whole
there's
NPC
there's a list if you want it
There's more
Yeah.
lists.
from NPC names.
Yeah.
No, I'll get one. Let's
Okay.
see.
There's several long Shardos on there that you can choose from.
They're good chartos. I had a hard time like taking the name. Like I just made up like all the names I possibly could, and then I was like, oh, that doesn't fit. I have to make them smaller. Delete a bunch of them. And I was like,
I want the most generic yet iconic sci-fi name, Dr. Smith.
there we
Yeah.
go.
Yes.
Yep. As the engineer?
Yeah.
Okay, but the medic is not a doctor.
In my mind, by the way, mentally now, this is being played by Parker Posey, and I'm just gonna let that be it.
Great, yeah.
Sure.
Works
That.
for me.
All right. I feel like Silva is definitely a doctor, but
Yeah,
like
she for sure
goes by
is.
Silva because she's on vacation.
Yeah. Please, I'm
Is
there a
at
doctor
home.
in the
Wait, is she
house?
on vacation or is she the
Or is-
the ship's medic?
Well, these are going to be our customers.
Okay, then yeah, she's on vacation.
yeah, I'm figuring
on a
she's, like-
horny vacation.
Yeah, she's
Cool.
just been through a breakout. This is rebounds / like
I love this.
get away from it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Blading doesn't have an honorific because the species doesn't use honorifics.
Okay.
They find it to be everyone's equal in their culture.
Yeah.
And so
I like that.
I like it.
honorific means you are trying to say you're better than other people who are doing important tasks.
Very
fun.
good. Very good.
But if I'm a doctor, aren't I better than everybody else?
Yes.
Not according to Blading.
Okay.
Blading.
Blooding. Okay. Just also FYI, when I finish writing this book, anything that you come up with in this game, I might steal. But you'll be in the thank you section.
As long as you say yoink before you take it.
Yeah, then that's
Is there a
Just to
long
yourself.
section about Jupiter ascending?
Maybe not that part.
Oh my god, I would love
Because I
that.
already published it on Pajiba years ago. So.
You're just gonna get a text message at some random point, like 2 a.m. that says "yoink." You'll be like, "What?
What the?
Like,
hell?
why was it so
Oh, no.
loud?
Why
Why
did
is
I
the text
forget to
message
turn
loud?
on Do Not Disturb
Typing
tonight?"
you up.
That is the only text you're like legally allowed to
Yeah.
send at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
All right. So now we're
You
gonna
up?
start.
Yes, yoink.
Yoink. Yoink. So now we're going to start making our characters. If you look at your character sheets, we are not using rank, so you don't need to worry about that part. Go ahead and come up with your name, your race, your pronouns, and there's like a look and demeanor section if you want to fill all that out. And I will hold up one.
So, wait, am I the hotshot pilot of a cruise ship now?
Yes, you are.
Yeah, sucker.
Well, if I
Can we
may,
accidentally make Avenue 5 of the course of this?
a little bit.
The fuck
yeah.
is Avenue 5?
But-
Y'all
So
keep
it's-
making shit up.
It's an HBO show
Yeah.
by the same guy who did like The Thick of It and Veep.
Yes.
But it's,
Yeah.
it's set in space. And it's a space cruiser.
Ours
Yeah.
will be
Lori, the
better.
cruise ship
Ours will be
captain.
Wait, I
better.
think
Well,
I saw
what
the
else happened?
pilot of that.
Yeah, that's all I saw too.
Yeah. Hey, Kimmy, I love you.
I love you too. All right, so this is what the character sheets kind of look like if you're watching live. If you're listening at home to the podcast,
It looks like a character sheet.
go to goldenlassogames.com/Starscape and you can see how they look. It's very exciting.
What I was going to say, Jason, is you could also be the crew member that does the like adventure excursions.
Oh, I'm like the rafting
Okay.
Yeah.
counselor.
Yes. Also, if I'm the civilian, can I just be? Wait, am I like on the crew or am I one of the people attending like on the cruise?
Would you like to be? Yes,
It's a
and.
one shot. I'm just a paying customer.
Okay, nice. Okay.
I'm
feels
so
good.
sorry. This is going to be a terrible.
This is gonna be great for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going on adventure leader.
Okay.
Pilot. Yeah, this is
Channeling the summer camp counselor vibes. Okay.
Yeah.
I am going to give you like a job, kind of. You're not going to be part of the crew, but you're here for a reason. So I
Yes.
want you to have like a task other than just vacation. So maybe you're a diplomat or something, and
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
She's a diplomat. That was like, oh, I have to fly like under the radar, so I'm on this weird cruise ship instead of like a cool, instead of like my cool, sweet Star Wars boat.
yeah, exactly.
I don't know space at all. Guys. Help!
It's there.
It's a Star Wars
Just
boat.
up there.
Yes.
You know all those boats in Star Wars.
All those
Ship?
boats in Star
Yep.
Wars.
All those boats in space.
I said what I said.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I mean,
I mean, there are
There's always
there are
gonna be a
several
bigger fish.
sailing
Yeah.
ships in Star Wars, so you're not that wrong.
Yeah, you're totally fine.
Perfect.
So while you're filling that out, I am going to fill the silence with kind of describing how this works. So Starscape actually doesn't have hit points. So it works kind of like if you've played Masks before, where there's conditions, except there's a trust bar, basically. So characters gain and lose trust as they interact with their crewmates. You can do things that gives trust, that gets you trust, that gives trust to other people. You can do things that loses trust as you betray them or fail in your duty or any of that. Yes, I said duty. And then, yeah. And then as your trust goes down or up, you mark emotional conditions. So as you have more trust, you have favorable conditions, which are curious, hopeful, enthusiastic, confident, empathetic, and generous. And as you lose trust, you mark more detrimental conditions, which are afraid, selfish, angry, insecure, guilty, or disillusioned. So the trust goes up and down. It kind of affects your emotional state. And that can tie in with other things that happen mechanically, which is kind of exciting and fun. So there is danger. There is combat, absolutely. You can be hurt, but like in Masks, it's narrative. So it heals at the rate of plot, but your trust may not heal that fast. Like if you fail in something, you may be completely healed because of our magic purple ray. That was a Wonder Woman reference. And but you know people may still not trust you about it, so you may have to use some of the moves to repair that trust with your crewmates.
I have a question about moves because I'm looking at my attributes here, my stats, and I am curious what attribute Max Venture would roll to hit on one of the passengers.
Oh, that would probably
Heart.
Well, heart is like yeah. I should probably say what they are. So body is athletic.
Oh, I put a +1
movements.
there already.
Okay, figured. Athletic, like dexterity, strength, being able to jump over things. Brains is how smart, how educated, how knowledgeable about things you are, how quick you are to figure things out.
I left that where it started.
Yep. Savvy is street smarts, being able to read people, kind of know how to get the best of a situation. Heart is emotional intelligence, empathy, being able to read people in a very different way than savvy. Savvy is more like calculating, you know, what can I get from this person? How can I manipulate them? Heart is like, hey, I know what motivates this person, what drives them. And then courage is like steadfastness, you know, purpose, ability to face danger and be afraid, but maybe still do the right thing. So those are the stats.
Where do we find our background?
Background is going to be right on the front sheet, so you get to pick it.
Oh, okay.
So each character sheet has 1 of 3 backgrounds. Right now I'm looking at the Rebel, which is very much inspired by Mal from Firefly, by a bunch of different rebels, like Chakotay from Voyager, Kira from Deep Space Nine. There's just a bunch of them. I watched so much of this, you have no idea.
I believe you.
My poor little baby, like, she finally got born and was like, this is the fucking tech level? What have we been listening to?
Oh, no.
Like, I'm surprised her first words weren't in Klingon, I swear to God. Okay. I literally watched all of Star Trek Friends. Okay. And yeah, so each character has like their big main archetype. And then as you're going through character creation, you get to pick 1 of 3 backgrounds. So for the Rebel, which is the one I'm looking at, nobody's playing that tonight, there's the Freedom Fighter, which is like someone who is in an army ready to fight, against oppression. A Saboteur, so someone who was fighting against oppression, but like not in like an army situation where they were more planting bombs, things like that, more strategic. And then the Redeemed, which is someone who fought for the wrong side and then changed their mind and went back and is now fighting against those.
Love
so
it.
yeah, so that one's a lot of them in Rebels. A bunch of characters in the Rebels cartoon series are like that. So lots of good ones there. So you get to pick 1 of your 3 backgrounds, and that will help you inform your stats because you get +1 to 1 of the stats that's specified in your background. We're not doing ranks, so you can ignore the rank part. And then you get to pick specialties. So on the specialties, I managed to design a PBTA game that has skills, which everyone said was a terrible idea, but too bad, I didn't listen to you. So you get to take 2. There's 1 specialty that's in bold in your background, and you get to select 2 more. And basically, you get a +1 to any roll that you can convince me it uses that skill.
Love it.
So, and that is to kind of even it out because in space travel and space, a lot of times it's not necessarily about how strong you are. It's not about your stats. Like if you have training in something, you can 100% be the hero and save the day, even if you have 0 body. So training and knowledge, I thought, should really be a powerful thing in this game. Look at me feeling silence.
I'm going to be a space capitalist.
Okay.
All right.
Yay!
So, real quick, is anybody going like engineering, looking at skills like that?
I have it automatically on my background, but
Gotcha.
that doesn't mean you can't also have it.
No,
it
that's
makes
fine.
sense if you would have it based on.
My job will require the presence of skilled engineers, but I am not an engineer.
I respect that.
Yeah.
That's for nerds.
No, I have an idea. If we didn't have anybody that was going to do mechanic-y stuff at all, then I could go that way. But instead, I think I'm going to be like fresh-faced security guy.
Oh, baby!
Love it.
So
I'm
sweet.
gonna run
Security
your
off
character
mine.
ragged.
I would also like to point out, you can't see because I printed these at school. Sorry. Taxpayer money. But when you have the color art, the greenhorn actually has green horns. And my artist and I were very happy about that.
I'm
Thanks.
This is good for me as well.
This is good.
Happy about that.
Really silly, but
love it.
yeah.
I realize now I could have picked Space Pope
You could.
next time.
You still can.
Yeah.
Next time.
Yeah. Next time on Starscape.
Yeah, we're gonna play Love Boat, and I'm over here like I will excommunicate anyone that hits me. I'm like, no, I'm here for fucking. What are we doing? What's going on?
I mean, you get to make up the religion, so maybe fucking is the religion.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
All hail
Maybe
Sydney.
this is actually just a temple to your religion of fucking.
What?
Think it through. Yeah.
Look, what if Hyperion was way hornier? I've read sci-fi books. I just
Yeah.
don't watch the show.
That's okay. We love
But you have so much free time.
Yeah, right?
You're like famously known for
I
not
have
doing
so much
anything.
time for activities.
I see you on the internet all the time. You
Yeah.
must have a lot of spare time.
Spare
It's
time.
all pre-taped.
Then you're done doing it, and you're free again. Exactly. Should we move on to the next section, or just stay at the top?
And make sure you did your stats. Make sure you added the +1 from your backgrounds. And then for the trust bar, you're going to start right now at 4 trusts. So just mark it however you want. It's going to move a lot, so it's usually easy just to kind of like mark it a little bit.
Well, and just to double check, we get a +1 from the background and a wild +1.
And a wild +1 that you can
Wild
put
+1.
anywhere. Yeah.
What did
and-
everyone put their wild +1?
Heart.
I put mine in body.
But mind and body as well.
Put mine in heart.
Oh.
I had a
Oh,
negative
hearts and
1 heart, and I
bodies.
kind of like the idea
Heart
of keeping
and
it that
body.
way.
That's where I left my brains.
Yeah.
Does anyone have a...
I'm not very savvy.
Okay.
We'll be fine. Don't worry.
But you got
friends.
good brains.
I do.
Okay,
I'm smart.
we're good.
All right, so and make sure the max any stat can be is a +2, which
Yeah.
is different than a lot of PBTA games. Most of the time you can get to a +3. You cannot get to a +3 in Starscape.
We should.
Don't even try it.
Yes. Don't even try it.
It is disallowed.
Yeah, we already decided that. Never
I
mind.
can see you trying to do it, and you can't.
Yeah. And the thing we care most about here is following the rules very closely.
100%. Famously known for rule following.
all of us.
All of us.
I mean, I listen to the rules I write
That's fair.
because I write them and I like them.
There's
All right.
better rules than most rules. So.
Yeah, and this is all why. This is also why this is an incredibly rules-like game. So it's like, oh, all damage is exactly the same.
Yay!
And it's all narrative. It'll be great.
Emotional.
Emotional damage.
Yeah.
Yes. This is why I love it. Okay. Yeah. So for trust, you're going to start at 4 trust. That will be changing in just a couple minutes, but mark 4 for now. And you're going to start with 2 favorable and 1 detrimental conditions. So check those out. And those will be changing frequently too. So this is a game you don't want to use pen on if you're using a paper and pencil situation. Which if you wouldn't be using a pen if you're using pen and pencil situation anyway. But anyway, I digress. Now, at any point, if you get down to 1 trust, that's the lowest you can go. You can't go to 0. If you get down to 1 trust and you have all detrimental conditions, you hit is called your breaking point, and that happens immediately. So underneath your detrimental conditions on the left-hand side there's a breaking point. So based on what detrimental conditions you have to pick one of those. So if you have afraid or selfish, you can openly disregard your crewmates to serve or save yourself. and you have to do these things in a big fucking way. It's like,
It's a meltdown.
yeah, it is a meltdown, breakdown, drama-causing moment.
The only improv note I've never gotten.
If you're angry or insecure, you have to lose your temper with a crewmate, or tell them what you really think about them. If you are guilty or disillusioned, you have to make an inappropriate public confession of your deeds or feelings.
Uh-oh.
Right? Or if you are in combat, you are allowed to to lose consciousness if you lost your last damage to trust. Like, that is an option. But if you lost your trust another way, you can't do that. So, and that happens immediately. Like, it's not like, oh, I'm going to wait till my next turn. Nope. Scene stealing, big moment, and then everybody gets to react to how you fled and left them to die or whatever you end up doing. So it's very fun and dramatic. Cool. All right. I think that's everything. Why don't we go around and you can introduce your characters. Tell name, pronouns, species, if that's important, kind of a basic description. Please tell your background and what specialties you took. And then also tell what conditions you've marked, so we kind of know where you're starting the game emotionally. Let's start with Riley this time.
All right. Hey. Okay. I am playing BR8T. And she/they are a robotic omnipresent binary intelligence technology, or ROBIT for short. It's the unfamiliar playbook is what we're using here. And basically that would be like sort of your androids or your robots and stuff like that. So she is a robot. So essentially she is the interface of the ship, but she is able to put her consciousness into like robotic forms. And it's a kind of a shape-changing robot form. It's not nanotech. It's like panels that slide and move, so she can be various functions that are needed.
That's cool.
I put her demeanor as being analytical and maybe accidentally passive-aggressive because she doesn't understand human emotions. So I chose the artificial life form as my option, which gave me +1 to my body. So then I have specialties. That's why I chose engineering, because I literally am the engines of the ship, but like with sentience. I took linguistics because I figure if we're a cruise ship, she would need to know the languages of the various races that are on the ship. And then I put quantum mathematics because I feel like a ship should know that. I should point out Riley knows nothing about quantum mathematics, so that'll be real fun to roleplay when that comes up.
It's mostly made up anyway.
Look forward to lots of words that are just like me saying Latin things and hoping they sound good. And so for my stats, I kind of did like a pretty go big or go home kind of thing. So I got +2 brains to start with as an unfamiliar. And then I had 0 body, so I went ahead. I got +1 as part of artificial life form. I put my extra 1 because I have the ability to do that into body as well. Because I figured if I'm going to make my design that I can change shape to fit different tasks, it made sense to put my stats in body to reflect that. And I also did not think that a sentient ship would be very savvy or courageous or have a lot of heart. So, and actually, I started with -1 heart, so I kind of like having those kinds of penalties sometimes in games. So I kept that in there. I almost evened it out, and I was like, no, let's go with a -1 heart. And then, my detrimental thing that I have right now to start with is going to be being afraid. I think the ship gets concerned about its passengers and its crew. And then my favorable is that it's confident and generous, because I think if it's a cruise ship, I think that there might be like some software that is designed to be like hospitality.
Ooh, I like that. And yes, people in the chat who already have been playtesting the game, I love you all. Thank you so much. Know that if you look on your basic move sheet, you should all have one. On the back side, there is a table for Technobabble.
Oh, God, I love
that
this
makes
table
you
so
sound like you know what you're talking about. It's on. There's a basic move sheet.
Amazing.
This one.
Oh, here we go.
So these are the moves that everybody has, and then on the back side. So,
that is wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah, and if at any point you can do it once a scene, if
This
you
is fucking hilarious.
it's
Yes.
so good.
I love this.
I'm so proud of it, and it works so well. If you bust out Technobabble, you can use the chart, or you can make up your own. Either way, once a scene, you get to roll your next roll with advantage.
Oh, that's so fun.
So it's very fun, and it's like the best thing to do when like you have like this big important roll. Well, what if we realign the primary sensor in the frequency distortion, and then and then it makes
sounded good.
It sounds so good. See, I used all my years of teaching 4th grade to make a table that helps.
2
2
years.
years. I'm so young and
Yeah.
fresh.
Dewy and young.
Just out
Yes.
of college.
And
Just
fresh.
started college. to help with design a table that you literally just read from left to right, and it sounds fantastic.
I love this. This is great.
It's very fun. I'm so proud of it. Okay. Anyway, I'm getting giddy because I'm so good about it.
I've been
Okay.
playing the Doctor for 3 years on a podcast, and I wish I'd had this chart the entire time.
So
I'm
good.
doing it.
Yeah.
It's very exciting. Okay. Anyway, so that'll help you sound like you know what you're talking about when you as a player do not, and your character should. There you go.
Wonderful.
All right. Let's go with Jason next.
Oh, okay. I'm playing human man's. His name is Max Venture, which may not be the name he was born with, but it's his name now. And he is just an adventure pilot. Like, he leads excursions and, has, like, looks up information about the place they're going to, like, 10 minutes before they launch and, like, has some stuff to, like, woodenly read off and then make as much of a oh crap, the Star Wars ride where you go all over the place in the simulator.
Star Tours.
Star Tours.
Okay.
Star Tours. It does as much
We
of
were
a
both correct, to be fair.
yeah,
Yes. 100%.
does as much of a Star Tours ride as he can
Captain
to
EO.
to ensure.
I just wanted to
yes.
play.
Yep. Exactly. So.
Damn it, Hooter!
That's not my name. Why'd you call me that? I know.
Yeah.
Okay, so he is. Well, you know what? Let's go near human because he's a little blue. Like, his skin is a little blue.
Okay.
Well, that's
Like,
fun.
Yeah,
Okay.
so light blue. And
Is
but
he a
otherwise,
Blutonian?
yeah,
Okay.
Blutonian.
Blutonian. Yeah.
You leave right now.
Blue tone kid? Okay, I'm sorry, I'm explaining
Yeah.
it for people that,
No one knows why they're called that, but it remains a mystery to this day.
to this day.
Some people theorize their planet was populated by the villain from Popeye.
I'm going to blame colonialism personally. I
Yep.
Hey, look at the Plutonians over here.
Smurf.
Yeah.
It's like,
Okay.
I got on that now. That's not wrong, but all right.
But otherwise, yeah, he's very fit as well. He's got training in hand-to-hand combat, which aboard the ship he does plenty of like self-defense classes for folks, and like some, I wouldn't call it yoga. It's like a stretching class that he makes his expertise available to various passengers, and also is skilled in navigation and piloting because it would really suck to be the one who got everyone lost. But
I mean, that would make my job tonight much easier. Oh, you're lost. Okay, that's our adventure now.
I mean, that is within the range of possibility because my brains, which I assume that I would roll navigation with, are -1.
Yes, good.
So I brought myself to a 0 on that.
A lot of BRAT's job is readjusting your courses and your plots.
Yeah, like, boop,
Yeah.
boop, 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 this looks right.
Nope, it is not.
But fortunately, I did put one of my +1s into body, so that's good. I put the other one into heart, because he definitely knows when the right time to hit on someone is. And courage of +2, because he doesn't know better.
Yes.
So,
Excellent.
that's what I
Very
got.
good. All right. Thank you. Let's go with Aabria next.
Hi. Okay, so I am playing Lytemnestra. She's an augmented human, but she's from Earth. Like, she's a diplomat from original Earth, like old school. If we can do that, I know we were talking a little bit. Okay, we were talking a little bit about like Earth sort of being this like distant white tower. I think the coolest thing for a diplomat is someone she sort of escaped the white tower for reasons that she will.
Does she go by Clayton?
Clytemnestra, her friends call her Cly, of which there are none, so Clytemnestra.
Okay.
Whole name, thank you.
There's a move you should take on the back.
Tight.
Yeah, it's very
amazing.
exciting. Okay, I'm very excited.
She's human with like these gold implants that are sort of dermal and cool looking. I'm watching the Arcane right now. I just look like, what's her name, Mel.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna do the same shitty British accent. I'm just doing that tonight, y'all. It's very easy. Her demeanor. So she's trying very hard to appear cool with all of this and people and how different everyone looks in space, and she hates it. So I figured if I don't know anything about sci-fi, she's from the place where they're like, sci-fi. Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh God, everyone's so rustic up here. That's great. Love this. She's an ambassador. So her specialties are alien cultures, diplomacy, and interstellar commerce. Like I said, space capitalist. And her stats, she's got a -1 in body, 0 in brains, +2 in savvy, and a +1 in heart and courage. Don't know why. We'll see what that means later. That's fine. Her favorable traits are she's confident and generous, but she's also incredibly guilty about, sort of seeing the generational effects of space imperialism, and I think she's very interested in a near human, I don't know if I would call you human, and I feel weird about that. Anyway, we'll never turn the I inward. This is all fine, and I'm doing great.
Okay.
Yeah. That's her whole vibe.
Excellent. That's good. Very good. And what were your conditions that you picked? Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Here.
Confident? Yeah. Confident.
Yeah.
Okay.
Confident and generous and guilty.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Sorry, and I hit my mic.
You're
Everyone out there.
You're good.
Apologies.
And CADave.
Ah!
Yeah.
I don't know why I've been on the drunk Orson Welles kick lately.
You can just say Orson Welles.
Yeah.
No, but specifically that champagne commercial, if you've ever seen it, it's so delicious.
Yeah.
Ah, champagne! Yeah. And the poor other actors are sitting there like,
What are you giving me?
What?
Herblinger's Herbline. Fruitline.
all right, I'm going to play Manda Frist,
Okay.
something like a 7-foot-tall mink or stoat, with a sort of dark brown fur with silver streaks kind of running through it.
like a squirrel? Oh, I know what a mink is. Never mind.
Yeah.
You said stoat. I was like, what?
They're related.
Sorry to interrupt.
And what's the name of? I'm sorry. What's the name of the species?
Oh, I didn't come up with it.
Here, I'll come up with one for you off of my charts.
Stoatunians.
Sure.
You are.
While you're looking that up, did you know that when a stoat turns white in the winter, it's called an ermine?
Oh, I thought those were different animals.
Nope.
Oh,
Bird facts.
that's cool.
Those are birds.
Do you think that was
Close enough.
like
It's fine.
a nature
Yeah,
person
I
who
get it.
thought they were two different animals and then figured out later they were the same? And go, no, we just call them a different name when they change colors.
Yeah.
I think they just call them a different name when they're like, time to make them a coat.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah.
They're very soft.
Yeah.
No one wants a stoat coat.
So that's going to be the Zerga.
Zerga?
Is the name of that species.
Get out of my mind, Charles. Definitely kind of high energy, right? Newly graduated from security academy. This is sort of the first assignment for the company. Excited to be out here.
It's also kind of like a budget hire for us.
Yeah.
We want the least expensive security you can give us.
100%.
We got the mink for you.
Yeah. And there is absolutely no way on earth that he knows that. Right?
Okay.
He is just super excited to be here, enthusiastic about everything. In fact, enthusiastic and confident are the two positive things I took. Selfish being the one that I
is
took on the negative side.
Those three are exactly what I picked as well.
That's okay.
Oh, really?
They
Yeah.
can be total.
No, I think we're the two sides of the same.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
No, I like that.
So I went with the actual prodigy column,
Okay.
giving me a +1 to courage, so I have 1 in courage.
Okay.
0 in heart, -1 savvy, 2 in brains. He's pretty smart.
That's smart.
And 1 in body is my bonus one that I put in. And skills in guns and laser weapons, security, and space combat tactics.
Oh, okay.
So actually pretty good at that stuff, but totally new to the universe. Was one of those got an internship,
Shiny penny.
started working at cruise ship corporate headquarters,
Okay.
and then applied to security academy, and yeah, it's a whole thing.
Kimi, eventually my brain fixed it to shiny penny, but I first heard shiny panty, and I was like, this is a phrase I don't
Have
know.
you not known? When someone's new in the space,
panties.
you call them a shiny panty.
Yeah.
Their underwear is fresh, unskid marked.
Yeah.
This is
Shiny
amazing.
They've watched a lot of Star Trek, so I think everyone wears foil clothing in the
100%.
future.
Yes.
Oh,
That's the thing.
That
Look,
person's
I
wearing
mean-
foil panties. We know they are.
I thought it was
watch
a
a
thing
lot of shows, but I know
you
that,
just
right?
find one eventually, like a Pokemon.
It's worth just saying.
You just have to keep hunting.
Just a little.
I mean, look, we're on a cruise ship in space. You're gonna find some shiny panties laying around.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
All right,
I
we're
can't
good.
get to the rooms fast.
I don't think we have a big enough entertainment budget for.
We're definitely pushing against that.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
I mistakenly named 3 things I took from my
Oh, okay.
skills because I took a skill that gives me a bonus one.
Okay, so one of your
From my
moves you took.
moves,
Okay,
yeah.
great. And you said he, him for
Yes.
Manda? What is it, Manda?
Manda, yeah.
Manda.
What was your character's name? Oh, Max.
Yeah. Max Venture.
I know.
All right. So these are the characters. If you flip over the next side of your character sheets is moves. You get 2 moves automatically. You get the Confront move. So please make note of those 3 things that are listed up there at the top. When those things happen, this move automatically happens. You get to choose how you react. So for the Rebel playbook, it's someone insults your cause, questions your morality, or holds your past against you. So whenever a crewmate or somebody does that, you have the choice. You can confront them, and you roll plus your favorable conditions, so however many you have. On a hit, they have to choose 2. Or choose 1. On 10 plus, they choose 2. So basically, they have to give you what they think you want. They take a -1 trust. Basically, you cause a little bit of a scene. You like get in their face a little bit about it. If you choose not to confront them, then you internalize that drama and you take a -1 yourself. So if you want to choose, hey, no, I don't want to cause a drama with that person. I don't want to get, but then you have a little bit of a loss there. So you have to choose whether you're going to confront them or not there. So just kind of remember those 3 things that are listed there.
Am I the drama?
I don't think I'm the drama. I just don't think I've ever said the phrase, I don't want to cause drama.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I came here to make friends.
Yeah.
And drama.
Whole system is designed to cause drama. I'm just gonna. This is why I collected this group of my friends. Yeah, Let It Go is kind of like your Ascendance move. You get 1 per campaign. That's a Demigods reference for those of you who.
No, what's
Yeah.
demigods?
What's Demigods? No. Anyway, so every character has one that's a little bit different. It's like
Okay.
sweeps week, like, okay, this is how I save everybody in this episode, the Deus Ex Machina, like, magic thing that you were able to do. You spend it, you take narrative control, you tell me like what you do, and then we figure out, oh, wow, that was really cool. Now I trust you less because or I trust you more. Like, wow, you're super powerful. That's amazing. Or, wow, that was terrible. So that'll things. Underneath there, you've got moves that you get to choose from. Please pick 3. If you've already done that, that's awesome.
I did the
No, I'm
homework
picking
already.
42nd of my name.
I know that's
To be fair, we did it whill they
I
were
turned to
talking.
her, I was like,
we were-
Kimmy.
that's the one.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, Timothy.
I
Thank
love
you.
that one. That's one of my favorite moves
It's
in the whole
very
game.
good. It's
Yeah.
inspired.
I kind of realized when I looked at my list that I had already named most of the moves that I was picking as I was describing my character.
Yep.
So I guess I'm taking those things that I already said out loud that I'm doing.
Yes,
so.
that means that is working as
Yeah.
designed. So that's very exciting. So yeah, pick 3 of there. We'll kind of go through those in a minute. And thumbs up, everybody's done? Good
We should.
job. I'm so a 4th grade teacher. Thumbs up, everybody. Are you done?
Not
Okay.
done. I just don't like being last.
Okay, that's fine.
That's fine. Keep going.
I know. And you're like, yes, I'm done. I know that look.
I'm
I know
100%
that
like,
kid.
yes.
100%.
I don't think I know how to read.
Readings for nerds.
What's that say? I can't read. Smell bacon.
I smell toast. Can I go home?
I just want toast.
All right. Now we get to do one of the best things about PBTA, which is the character connection questions. So those are listed on the 3rd page of your playbook.
Wait, are we not going to talk about the names of some of these moves?
I mean, we
These
can
are-
if you want to.
I know. Move on to whatever you want to move on to.
Okay.
I'm just like,
Did
these
you-
are very good.
Okay.
Tonight's
Okay.
all character creation.
Okay.
I
We'll
thought-
never
I thought
play.
Kimi was
We'll
in
never
charge,
play.
but all right, apparently Jason's in charge. All right, that's fine.
Jason's in charge of making sure that I market my product and I don't just sit and like.
I'm
not do that.
already acting out my passive aggressive
Okay.
ship.
I
Nice,
love
that's good.
it.
Oh,
Okay.
I didn't realize that Max Venture was
All right,
in charge.
everyone go through and please name your 3 moves that you picked. We'll start with Aabria.
Hi, thanks.
You're welcome.
This is some bullshit.
I love you.
My first move is called 42nd of my name. Basically, when I put my title on the table, I'm not going to read the whole
No,
thing.
no, you
It's
don't.
very well written. It's
Yes.
very cool. Yeah.
You want to hear the writing? You got to buy the book.
Yeah, go buy
Yeah.
it.
It's free right now. Get it.
Go
Yeah.
buy it with internet dollars.
Yeah. I mean, you can donate
Spend
money. but-
clout. I don't know. I've also got Grease Their Palm, which is a bribery move where I roll with Savvy. and Mightier Than the Sword, because I do love to talk a lot of shit. And there was no way I wasn't going to pick the one that's like, run your mouth, see what happens. We love to fuck around and find out in this house, so I will.
That's basically what this game is. Fuck around and find out in space.
Huzzah!
Dave, go next.
Nah. Every time.
It's so good every
In
time.
space, nobody can hear you find out.
Yeah.
That was very good.
That's very good. I like that.
So I went with.
I'm gonna go. I'll see how it is. I'm not gonna top that. You know, that's what happens. Yeah.
Yeah, but you could switch.
I found out, and I know I'm not gonna fuck around at this point. So.
I went with Study Hall. That's what gave me the third option before.
Okay.
I believe in you, so I can lend people trust. And Beginner's Luck to let me roll with advantage every time I try something new.
Okay.
Because I thought that would be handy the way this has been going.
Yes, probably. All right, let's do Riley.
All right, I chose minions because that describes the little helper robots that are on the ship doing lots of cool little things. So I have that. I have alien form, which actually has shape-shifting as one of its aspects. And it also, with the GM, I can choose its limits and a drawback. And what I went with, and let's see what you think about this as the GM, one limit is that I cannot change my physical mass, so I can't become like the way like if it was nanotech, you could like go under doors and stuff. Like I'm still, all the pieces are physically the size they are. They just move around for different functions.
Perfect.
And then the drawback is that it's loud because it's a machine. It's so it can't be stealthy.
I like
It's like
it.
if I'm trying to be stealthy, it's like gong 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 gong. I don't think they heard me. That kind of thing. And the other one that I took was plugged in, which makes a lot of sense if I am the ship.
Yeah.
So if I can interface with technology, that's what I chose for that. There was Not Like You, which is like reminds the crew that you can do things, you can survive things that they cannot, which I think would technically be true, but I think plugged in feels like more like an active.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
And if this was a campaign, you could get the other one later.
I think I would.
Jason.
All right. So the first one I took is Save the Audience, because there have to be survivors to have seen what I did. And it lets me roll courage instead of body when it's time to do a fight. Also took Regulation 34, which will let me get the help of anyone who's attracted to me. So basically everyone. And Fame, the first line says you're going to live forever. End of sentence.
Excellent. Very good. All right. Okay, now we can move on and we can do our character connections. But yeah, I'm pretty proud of the move
As
collection.
really
you
good.
should be.
Yeah, the moves are awesome.
Thank you. And
But,
they,
like,
yeah.
almost mad about how much I like it. That's where I am.
Thanks.
Yeah.
That seems like the incorrect emotional response.
Oh no!
I like that too.
No, it's correct amongst game
Oh, I was
designers.
being character.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and game designers are like, God, that's
No,
so
I get it.
good, and I'm angry.
Yeah,
I
I'm
didn't
a
think of it.
professional writer. I understand 100% what you're talking
Oh,
about.
yeah, totally. All right. All right. And so on the third page of your character sheet, FYI, if you're
Still
looking
writing
at
my
this,
title. Fuck off.
if you're looking at the beta version of this, I made the entire thing in Google Docs, so it's very basic layout. It's not super fancy. It has not been edited. So yeah, things are not optimized necessarily for space. So right now the character sheets are 3 pages. Live with it.
Yep.
Okay. So each of you have 3 character connection questions. These will give or take trust from your crewmates. So best way to do this is to completely ignore that part of it. Just look at the questions and fill in names that you feel fit. If there's one that doesn't fit anybody, that's fine. You don't have to use all 3. So kind of why don't we go through and read them out loud and kind of think about it, and they're probably going to be sort of self-explanatory for the most part. So let's start with Dave this time.
All right. My first one is, I was thrilled to work with blank because of their reputation. Has it been great learning from them? +1. Or has it been a disappointment? -1. Next one is, blank may not always do things by the book, but they get things done. Maybe you could learn something from them. +1. And then third one is, you resent that blank doesn't treat you with the respect you deserve. -1. And I feel like this has laid itself out amongst these 3 characters
Yeah.
automatically.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty
Why? Which
happy.
one do I get?
You actually get the second one.
Oh wait, which one was that?
The +1.
I
Like, you
stopped
might not
listening
do
after
everything.
the first.
You might not.
It's on.
Oh, it is? Okay.
You might not always do
Mine was
everything
on.
by the book, but you get it done.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
I
Okay.
like that. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
And then I was excited to work with.
The AI.
Right.
Well,
Right.
Great.
yeah. I think I'm still awkward about it because I'm like BR8T. Yeah, in character.
Yeah.
Awkward about it, but excited about that because it's
You're
a
an
whole
engineer?
thing.
Yeah.
Like, it's exciting to be on a ship, like assigned to a ship out there, doing all that.
Out there.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
man,
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
for sure. Manda
Um,
sings the going out song.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's been great. Like I'm excited about that. Like as long as that works for everybody.
Yep.
And then
Everybody
that
cool with
leaves. Obviously, I get frowned upon as a giant mink by the elitist human.
Now, how much do you shed?
Not a lot, actually.
Okay.
No. They're not very shitty.
Okay. Just checking.
I mean, except for like
Certain
seasonal
seasons.
transitions.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's nobody's fault.
No.
But I mean, it's a starship. It probably got like a wall floby.
There's at least one. There's at least one angry robot minion of mine who follows you around. It's like Mo and Wally.
Yes. Oh my
With
god.
the
Mo.
husky vacuum like attachment.
Yo,
Thank you for bringing Mo into this.
Of course.
Forever.
Yeah.
Very good, very good. Okay, so yeah, the easiest thing to do, fill in names. We'll figure out the point stuff in a few minutes. Aabria.
okay. First one is you are pretty sure that you could buy Blank's loyalty in a pinch. Is that reassuring or disappointing? You suspect that Blank has similar motivations to your own, and you thought Blank could help you with one of your endeavors, but you were mistaken. What didn't you understand? And I think those are a little fun, so I would rather y'all pick the ones that maybe resonate with you.
Oh, sorry. What were they again? Sorry.
Sorry, you're pretty sure that you could buy Blank's loyalty in a pinch, and then I'll decide if it's reassuring or disappointing. Yeah, I like that.
That makes
Yeah,
sense.
say-
Yeah, Max
Yeah.
is for hire.
Yeah.
For sure. Okay, you suspect that Blank has similar motivations to your own. And you thought Blank could help you with one of your endeavors, but you were mistaken. What didn't you understand?
I think the last one sounds more like something with Bright, because I feel like maybe you thought the ship could help you with something, but then maybe the ship couldn't process what you were trying
Yeah,
to do.
I like
or-
that.
Yeah.
You're being too vague in your description. Like, we need to do a thing
Look,
with this person.
I thought this ship was good at winning. Like, I thought you were like Deep Blue and could play 4D chess. Why don't you understand what I'm asking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You fool.
I have too many programs about karaoke songs. I have no space in my drives for information
Okay,
about
great. This is a
Intrigue.
good interaction, and I enjoy it.
clandestine behaviors are not part of my protocols. Or are they?
All right, I think I'm playing the heel of the group, so I'm going to say that your loyalty being buyable is a little disappointing, actually.
Okay.
And I totally that totally makes sense.
Yeah,
Wait,
perfect.
If you're disappointed in that, doesn't that make you a good guy? The fact that you could buy my loyalty?
No. It makes. I get it. I get where you're coming from. Yeah.
Knowing someone's loyalty is cheap does not make you excited to work with them. Because you're like, oh, cool, so somebody has more money than me, they're going to stab me in the back.
Exactly.
Or somebody at least offered you more money than I did.
Excellent. Okay, Riley.
All right, so I have Blank seems more curious about you than anyone else. Is their interest genuine intellectual curiosity, or do you suspect they have an ulterior motive? Second one is Blank. You are observing Blank to learn more about romantic interactions. And then the last one is the choices that Blank makes seems illogical. You want to continue to observe them to understand them better. So, Aabria, what's your character's name again?
Lytemnestra.
Lytemnestra. I love it so much. And what's your title?
You want the whole thing?
Yes.
Clytemnestra, scion of the fourth seat, Duchess of I gotta come up with a different word because I wrote seat twice. The throne of memory, voice of the first hearth.
Okay. So Scion Duchess voice Clytemnestra seems more curious about me than anyone else, and I suspect they have an ulterior motive.
You gotta say the whole thing.
Nope, never
You
gonna
gotta
happen.
say the whole thing.
Write it down on a piece of paper for me to read it off of.
There are so many karaoke songs, though.
100% Brat would know it, but
Oh, yeah.
Riley is not good. It could
No,
not
you're
write
good.
fast enough.
You're
Riley,
so good.
Riley wrote Scion of the fourth voice Sorry, Scion of the Fourth Seat, Duchess voice. That's where I landed.
That's
on
fine.
one.
That's
If
good.
there was
Perfect.
something about a throne. To be fair, you also stopped and corrected yourself in the middle of it.
I
so
did,
That
I
was very
did.
hard for me to write it
That's
down
on
as
me.
you were going.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not the note taker, which is why it's hilarious I'm playing computer. All right, and then that means that last one leaves the choices that Mondo makes seem illogical. I think that is you will need to continue to observe them to understand them better. And those, I feel like both those options could have played for either one of your characters, but because of what you had said about trying to get my ship to do something, I think that's why I think you're curious about me and I'm not sure about it.
Love it.
And then the choices that you make, I think it's because you're new and inexperienced, and so I don't understand why the security officer on my ship doesn't really know what he's doing. And so I think that's why I'm like trying to figure out what's happening. I think I'm reading your excitement about me as a ship as like a strange, illogical choice you're making, and I'm not sure how I want to process that.
I totally get that.
Which one did you pick for Max?
Oh yeah, I chose that Mac. I'm observing Mac, which just feels real creepy. That means that the ship is watching whenever Max is having like his Lothario moments. Like I'm trying to understand why this works.
You know, I think Max is somebody who makes sure he's in view of a camera at most of the time.
Amazing.
Oh yeah, Max has definitely spent time setting up the camera and like putting it in a
Amazing.
spot.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Rearrange
with-
the furniture in the room.
He always
to be
Yeah.
right.
I mean, it always informs a potential partner of the camera and the angle so that they will also optimize.
Oh, that is such
Every
great pillow
frame
talk.
a painting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, just so you know, these are set
I
up
missed that channel.
purely for personal use.
Hey, Captain Max needs you to sign some release form. Just want to let you know.
Gross.
Phenomenal.
All right.
That's just a clipboard hung
No,
inside the
there's,
door.
okay, now that level's
like-
gone too
it's-
creepy for me. I don't
That's
like
the
that one.
that was the spot.
Yep,
Okay.
Yep.
It's like Burt Wonderstone. We have like.
Yeah. All right, Jason.
Okay. So I'm just gonna read the names that I put in here already. You think Mando is
Sorry.
Isn't it Mondo?
Mondo.
Mondo? You think
Manda.
Mondo.
Mondo.
We're getting
Yeah.
all those vowels wrong.
Yeah, I'm all over the place.
Because Mando is a very
That's a
famous
different
character
thing.
in a different
Yes.
franchise.
And I
Really?
feel like I
From
need to
what?
put a TM
And we
on
definitely
that.
don't want to get sued by that franchise.
Yeah.
I would like to rename myself Baby Yoda.
I mean, that character technically is named the child, so I think he'd be okay.
There we
Or
go.
Grogu. Yeah.
All right. So you think Manda is nearly as talented as you and could become even better with your guidance? Will you be their mentor or their rival? I would set myself as Manda's mentor.
Okay.
But I guess it's up to you whether you take it that way.
You think of it as
Yeah.
I am your mentor. No.
Yeah.
No, I think I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Like, you've been on the ship a while, right?
Yeah.
Like, you're settled in, you've been here a while, like, this is the culmination of your life.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, then I'll go with mentor.
Okay.
Because I haven't figured out yet, like, oh, that's really sad.
Yeah. He's like a.
You're like Charlie Day and Frank on Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Nice.
I'm trying to think of what is that like captain's name from Futurama?
Zip.
Zach
That's that
Brannigan.
Brannigan.
And Zip. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
yeah.
I feel like
That's
I'm Zip in computer form.
Yeah. This
Zip.
is my
Sorry,
vibe.
Zip.
Okay, so these might actually change up based on what happened, but you don't have a lot in common with Clytum, but you bonded during a dangerous endeavor.
You have to say the whole name.
I don't know it.
Clytemnestra.
Clytemnestra.
Scion of the Fourth Seat.
Yes, let's go.
Alternatively,
Rest of title. Duchess
Yeah.
of the Voice.
now
I feel like you should get it mixed up with the title of karaoke songs.
Oh,
like
yeah.
just flip them
Thank
in.
you. That's all I have from now on.
That's
Thank you.
actually phenomenal. Sweet.
Duchess of the Dancing
Scion
Queen.
of the Fourth Seat.
Yes.
Island in the stream.
Yeah.
That is what you are.
That's very good.
Just record her voice saying the title, and every time you just hold up your phone and click it into the microphone. Like, Clytemnestra.
Yep. That's very good. Sorry, what were you saying?
So potentially, we bonded during a dangerous endeavor. What did they do to earn your respect? But maybe that's not a good vibe. Maybe I should put break down for that.
Yeah.
Okay. Then that leaves. You think Clytemnestra doesn't buy your hotshot act?
Yeah!
100%. That's
What
yeah.
what truth do
Perfection.
you fear they see? Yeah. Okay. I have a better
How
understanding. of this
dare
one.
you? How dare you not give me that to begin with?
Well, I just figured Bray would see through my.
I think you will 100% know Brait doesn't buy your hotshot actor.
Oh,
so it's
right,
not it's
right.
not a negative trust thing for us. You just I know who you are.
Right,
We're,
okay.
we're there.
That
We're
makes
fine
sense.
with it.
Yes.
Maybe you don't even really notice the hotshot act. Like,
Yeah. But, okay, so Brait and I bonded during a dangerous endeavor. What did they do to earn your respect? I think they... Well, let's see. Would Brait, like, take a risky action of some kind to, like, make up for lack of data or do something, like, take a risk like that?
Yes, I believe that I would take a calculated risk if it was required to protect the safety of my physical designation, or if I needed to realign the microscopic induction shifts, I would probably do that as well, or protect the passengers in my photon controller in my anti-gravity reactions.
Okay.
What?
Cool. All right, so I think that's we bonded because
Secondary manifold. That's
Yeah.
what I need to
something was going wrong with the secondary manifolds, and
I think she would
Max
take
was
risks
like,
to save the passengers. Of
yeah,
those
just do the thing. Like Max is like stuck in part of the ship and is like, just unhook the thing and remove the regulator. And you're like, that's nothing. But then it worked out. So
cool. Nice. All right. Perfect. Now what we're gonna do is next to each question it was plus or minus 1 trust, and one of them you got to choose. So we're gonna go around. You're just gonna give a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Thumbs up if you gave a trust. Thumbs down if you took a trust. So for Manda, is that what we settled on? Okay. For Manda, thumbs up or thumbs down. Did you give or take a trust? Gave a trust.
Oh.
On your
Yeah,
questions
yeah.
there. Did you give or
I
take a
understand.
trust?
you're
I
Oh, I
understand.
thought you meant just one we chose.
Oh no,
Sorry.
no. So up. Okay, so you ended up with a plus
one.
1. So you on the front. You on the front. You move from 4. You move up to 5.
Check.
So you start with 5 trust. All right. Next, for Max, thumbs up or thumbs down. Did you give or take trust? Oh,
Does
you
mine
ended up.
not count?
No, yours doesn't count.
Oh.
So you ended up with a plus 1.
I'm surprised.
Me too.
Okay. I netted. All right.
Very good. All right, for Brait.
Yep.
Oh, plus 1.
Hey,
Okay.
good.
And for Lytemnestra.
Yeah, give me that
No,
down. Let's
down.
go.
Start.
No one's gonna trust a diplomat who comes on a cruise ship. Come on.
She's starting at 1?
No, she started. No, she just.
No, she just
Oh,
loses
yeah,
one.
no.
You
Where do I
lost
go?
3.
You started. 1, 2. Yeah, you started 1 trust.
Let's
You're
go.
at the bottom.
Let's go. Don't trust me, baby. I'm the bad guy.
It's fine.
Oh, you lose one for each person that gave you a thought. I thought you.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I
Nope.
understand.
The other ones like evened out.
Yeah.
It's very exciting. That doesn't happen very
I know
often.
what the fuck I picked.
Yeah. I
I
think
know what the fuck I
We
picked.
know you.
that also happened to Joey, so.
Yeah.
Joey and I. Hey, Joey. There's a reason I picked a character with a name, with the last name Nestra.
Yeah. I thought you would like
Nestra.
that.
We
Yeah.
love you. Okay.
Shout out to my boy.
Okay. Now, we need to come up with a name of our ship. And Dave, I'm putting you in charge of filling this paper out since you're our engineer.
I'm not. I'm security.
I thought you were the engineer.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, you're
I can
security.
still
Look,
fill
you're
out the
the
ship.
only yellow shirt we've got. So
Yeah.
just take it apart, all right?
You've got the most brains, so you get to fill it out. So we agreed on most of that stuff. We just
That
still
is
need
not-
to come
that
up
is
with
not
a name
accurate.
for the ship. So what would you like to name the ship? Would you like a chart that has names on it? I have that. I think.
It's a good jumping off point.
Okay. There are planet and ship names in that column.
Don't even look at it. Follow your art heart.
Well,
Pretend to look at
it'll
it.
take me a while. I'm the worst at names.
Look.
Not
We can
the
vamp.
worst. We can vamp.
We can vamp. Oh, man. I was kind of hoping that I would be the bad guy. Thanks, everyone.
That might still change, actually. There's one more thing we have to do before we get started. I know. I mean,
No, it's not. It's not necessarily the bad guy thing. It's just
nobody
not
trusts
one of
you.
us.
Least trustworthy person.
You're a
here.
passenger.
You know who else that's
Yeah.
true about? Han Solo.
She's like not quite the passenger. I like the idea of, yeah, she wants to self-designate as passenger, but had to make some very specific special deal so she doesn't get to just vibe the whole time.
Can we, for a name, can we come up with a ridiculous name?
Yes.
Like the Ian Banks
No, we don't do that kind
novels?
of thing here.
I don't get that reference, but
Okay.
yes.
I don't either.
He's a sci-fi author. SpaceX names all their barges that catch the rockets after
Oh, cool.
ships, and they're always like, "Sorry, I didn't get back to you." Is the name of
Oh,
the
I
ship,
like
or
that.
like
Oh, wow.
Yes,
they're
please.
always like some phrase or something because they're all AIs that run these ships that just pick like a phrase that they like.
I mean, in a world where we're like sort of nostalgic about Earth stuff, I think like a phrase is actually an interesting honorific for like Earth culture. See, I think it's a good idea. I think it's great.
Can we just be Bodie McBothface, since like that was never allowed to be the actual ship that it was named
That's
after?
so disappointing. I was
Yeah.
so
Can we be
sad.
Spacey McSpaceface?
That's what
fine.
the chat has already suggested that, in fact.
Oh, good
Well
job, Chad.
done.
Oh, well, then,
Spacey
then
McSpaceface.
democracy in action. We
Yes.
have to go with what Chad said.
All right.
So the ship is Spacey McSpaceface.
Very good.
And everyone takes that very seriously.
Yeah.
I hate space. I don't approve.
Nope.
You're all ridiculous.
I imagine we don't have the context for why that's a silly name, but you do because you're from
Yes.
Earth, and for us
I've
it's just
read a
like
book, I think.
this is just a
and-
series of consonants that, like, you know,
This is from the Great Histories.
Or is it that our ship is very old
that could be.
and was built on Earth
I'm sorry,
and
are
came
you,
out
are
here?
you insulting my age?
No,
Never
because
ask
you
a
don't
lady
age.
ship their age.
I mean, technology does get downgraded and
but you get
made
new
obsolete.
stuff, right? You can keep adding new parts and new
Oh,
abilities.
you're saying I
and-
need to update my software? Is that what you're saying?
well,
You know, I'm
everybody
on, the,
does.
I'm on the ship side.
All right, we
I
do need to get to
Sorry.
the actual
Whoops
game.
your ass.
Oh, I thought we were just doing it. Sorry.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we're just,
Oh, we
yeah.
were in it.
Yeah.
We're in it. I am excited about this. All right.
Can you all stop role playing so we can role play?
Yeah,
Come on.
stop
please?
goofing
Stop
off
being-
so we can play this game.
All right, so this is the final part of character creation. Oh, wait, did we all?
My head too.
Yeah,
Yep.
and we did all the. Okay, so this is our recent adventure. So this happened like in the last few days. We ended up in a dangerous situation, and our ship was badly damaged. What happened, and what was damaged?
It was not my fault.
Okay, we're just going around, and each one of you have to answer one of these questions. So, Dave.
Ah,
Aha. We ended up in a dangerous situation, and our ship was badly damaged. What happened, and what was damaged?
oh, just the whole thing. You're just
Do it.
Just lay it all out. All right.
We've had like 9 months of this game to practice. Come on.
No, I've only done this once.
Oh, that's true.
Every other time
No,
I
we've
showed
done
up-
it at least. Oh,
No,
that's
I
right.
showed
Stop
up
naming the
midstream.
ship off your plate. Now think
Yeah.
about what happened.
Fine. Space pirates.
Pirates, okay.
They came to try and steal stuff from the purser's office.
They're all the humanoid dog people.
Okay.
Just a flock of Channing Tatums
Yep.
trying to take all our shit.
Are they the
On space
Fidos?
rollerblades.
The what?
The Fidos?
But only if you spell dough, D-E-A-U-X.
Yeah.
Oh, oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I've been
Fancy.
watching Doctor Who, so I was going to say Blue Pari, but actually.
Oh, okay.
And also, Manda's is also the home planet of the Cybermen. So
All right,
it's
and they just wanted the cash, right? They just wanted to.
Yeah, they were like, oh, it's a cruise ship. They're not going to have a lot of
Yeah.
weapons or whatever, and they're rich people going on cruises.
Cool. And what was damaged on the ship?
Probably engines.
Okay. Mark that on the.
Oh, yeah, you're in charge of all this
Yeah.
stuff.
All right.
So we're adrift.
We're not completely adrift, but so that means our ship will start. Our ship has 10 trust because it's big. Not you, but the ship overall. So
I'm actually a pretty small ship, relatively speaking.
Yes.
To other ships.
sorry, I meant the trust. Like you
I'm
don't
just-
have 10 trust as the ship's character. Sorry, I was
No,
speaking
I-
mechanically.
I-
Thank you. I suddenly was like,
You're really quite a
I just
svelte
jumped into
ship.
that. Yes.
Yeah.
Technically, I'm just the software interface for the ship, not the actual ship.
Yes. So mark it down. So we have one system that's not operational. So that'd be 8.
8. Okay.
Yeah. Because our ship gains and loses trust too. So we lose the trust or gain the trust as we fix it or not. Okay, next thing. We paid a heavy price, but we're able to overcome the challenges with this event. How did we do it, and what was the cost? Aabria.
We paid a heavy price. I think in order to, like, convince these terrible dog people to leave, in addition to, like, handing over valuable goods, I think, some like critical information
Okay.
that we were traveling with, and just some like there are some like special updates that Spacey makes. What a terrible ship name! I truly hate it. The ship was holding and like had some like very special tech that they were like kind of test piloting.
Okay.
So the plans for that got taken.
Okay. Was that part of what you were doing?
Yes.
Okay. So you had some special plans for
Oopsie.
cool tech.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. And our crew ended up saving someone, either a singular person or a group of people during the event. Who were they, and how did we save them?
They saved the passengers
Okay.
who were hiring us to get them there safely. We pride ourselves on passenger safety. We haven't had an accident in the last 3 weeks, so we have a sign somewhere that says like 0 trips since passenger fatality, and we didn't want to have to go -1 to that sign. And the way we saved them was we did like a strange maneuver with the ship that broke us free from the pirate ship, which is also why the engines got damaged.
Nice.
We did this weird thing that like got us away, but now we have some damage to the ship.
Okay. And did you or Max perform that maneuver?
Max performed the maneuver, and he actually overrode the ship's control system to do it. So
Okay.
it was like a cocky move he was doing.
Okay.
What?
Think about how you feel about that. And our actions impressed or displeased someone with a lot of power or influence. Who was that, Jason?
Let's see. We displeased. So let's see. We paid every price because they got some plans.
And a whole bunch of valuables from the.
But we protected our passengers.
They're live, but they don't have their watches.
Yeah. And I think part of how we got out of this included like, hey, it's not like we're this cruise ship that's on the other side of this star system. You know, we're not worth robbing the way they would be.
Okay.
Amazing.
Different company.
Okay.
And that they, found out.
Okay. So you basically used a competitor cruise ship as like a decoy or like bait to get
We
them
just
away.
kind of like mentioned that this
Yeah.
very wealthy ship was in the system as well.
Carnival.
And way more worth the time and effort that it would take to do all this.
I heard that ship has multi-passes.
All right. Very good. All right. And I'm going to say this event happened like 2 days ago. So we're
Okay.
still in the middle of passengers are still mad. They've lost their stuff. Some of them are super grateful they survived. A lot of them are getting off of the high of, oh my gosh, I'm so happy we survived. I have no money to do anything on the cruise now because they took all our money and all this stuff. So kind of in that. And then during this event, this is the Mad Libs. I need to know I need to know your ages. Or actually, we'll just go in alphabetical order for characters. So it's going to be Brait first, Lytemnestra is second, Max is third, and then Manda is fourth. All right, so I'm going to read this off, and you get to add or take away trust as we go. It's like Mad Libs. So, all right, so first one. Brait tried to avoid the danger, but failed, so you -1 trust. Lytemnestra, +1, saved Max Venture's life. You lose 1 trust, but neither has talked about it since.
Amazing. Wait, did I gain a trust for that?
You gained a trust.
And never will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll never speak of this
Yeah.
again.
Manda lost something or someone they deeply cared about. Go back to the top.
Do I lose a trust there?
No, just neutral.
I'm not neutral. Okay.
But think about like what that thing was.
Sure. Sure.
Okay. Keep going. Brait and Lytemnestra teamed up and got something vital back online, an important moment. You both get +1 trust there.
All right, cool.
We're getting you out of the hole,
I
Clytemnestra.
hate this. This is so much cooperation.
Right. And then Max was unaccounted for during the most dangerous moments. It's -1 trust.
Look, there was a lot to do, and everyone was busy,
Yes.
and I was doing things,
He
important
was
things.
getting busy.
Yep.
He was.
And then
Having
Manda
stress sex.
impressed us with their courage, +1 trust.
Yeah.
And then Brait holds secret suspicions about the event. That's neutral. And Clytemnestra nearly left the crew because of the incident.
Fucking yes.
-1 trust.
Perfect.
You're like, give
Back
me
to
a ride,
Justin.
that
Trying to go with the pirates.
I want to just modify that and say, I think the like experimental tech was hidden in like a piece of jewelry, and I unwillingly gave it over to make sure you didn't get killed.
Nice. So the pirates may not even know they have it.
Yes, they don't know
Exciting.
how impressive the thing they got was.
Okay.
Maybe we can get it back.
Maybe.
Hey. All right. Very good. And
What do you think
now,
we did together to?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
now we are actually ready to play Starscape. So well done.
We'll think about it. We'll pray on that shit and talk
Bye,
about
everybody.
Thanks.
it. Mwah.
No, that would be if we were playing Decima. All right.
Yeah, I don't have to
Yeah.
do
God,
End of-
Decima is a blue ball of a game. I'm so mad
we
every
created
time.
2 games at Save and Throw that at the end of both of them. I want to play this so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, every time
Hard
I've been
same.
so fucked up over like, can we play it now?
Yeah.
Can we play this? No. Okay.
Okay, cool.
We'll never speak of this again.
Never again. All right, we're going to take a quick, 5-minute break. And we're going to come back and we're going to play this campaign. So get a drink, go to the bathroom, do the things.
Goodbye forever.
We'll be back.
Goodbye forever.
Yeah.
we're back. All right.
Intervening time
So-
became a furry, and I respect your commitment.
So we have finished our character and universe creation for Starscape. If you've just joined us, this is a Powered by the Apocalypse found family game about the feels and trust in space, with plenty of adventure and stuff mixed in. This is in beta testing right now, so if you want to get it for free, you can go to goldenlassogames.com/Starscape. Starscape is one word. And then there's links there to where you can go download it for free. Or if you want to donate a little bit, that might be nice. And if you download it there now, that means you will get the final game when it's actually been proofread and laid out and all the things. I feel like a good lay game. Okay, I was going to do a sex joke and that didn't work. Anyway, you
kinda did it.
It kind of
Yeah.
it's sort of like
It
awkward.
worked for me.
Okay,
Hey.
excellent.
Not unlike good sex, when you finish it, you just stop and go, that was good, right?
That was
We
good.
were
Was
all
it good?
definitely-
Yeah.
Everybody okay?
That was
Okay.
great, and we all for sure had a good time.
Can you
We
fill out
got
the
a
survey?
Thank you. I love you, California David.
Yes.
California David!
Anyway, you can go and find it there. And yeah, all right. So we just had 2 days ago on our ship the Spacey McSpace Face, which is a very serious name, was attacked by the Fidos, which are a dog-looking group of that are very known for their piracy.
Humanoids.
Humanoids, dog humanoids, who are known for piracy, and they took all our customers' things. We are a small cruise ship. We've got like 20 passengers of different distinctions that we came up with together, and all their stuff got taken, and they're pissed. And specifically, the passenger Lytemnestra, played by Aabria, had you said a necklace?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a long necklace with like sort of a pocket watch looking device at the end.
Okay.
That opens if you're smart.
You're smart. Very good. And if that has secret plans in it, but nobody but Lytemnestra knows that at this moment.
Also, important detail, it was nobody's fault.
I don't think anybody believes that. All right.
I have data records that actually imply that there was actually lots of faults we had there, Captain.
Rate the
I'm not the
most
captain of anything.
everyone.
Who's the captain of this ship?
So we're actually going to jump in. We don't have a captain. Well, you're owned by a corporation, so they're kind of in charge, and each of you has a job on the ship.
There's just a bunch of SOP binders
Yeah.
Yeah.
on a shelf.
Basically.
That's the captain.
Yes.
That's very funny.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna jump in. This has happened 2 days ago. And we had another detail that was. Did you want to tell Dave?
Oh, yes. So my tragic incident was my relative, probably an uncle, I think,
Okay.
that got me the job is who died in the attack
Oh,
of the space pirates, who was the security chief.
Oh, so
On
you
board.
were-
I feel like you're placing him.
Yeah.
I like that a
so-
lot.
okay.
So now
What was his
suddenly
name?
there's.
And was he 2 weeks away from retirement?
I think he actually did retire,
Oh.
but stayed on for this to be on my first
Oh,
trip.
so he's actually on vacation.
No, I think he was still working.
Oh, okay.
He was all the
passing the
paperwork was
baton, sort
in.
of.
This was just
Oh, the handover cruise.
yeah.
I hate that I know that.
For sure. I think Archon with a K. Arkon.
Okay.
I like that.
Also Frist for our last name.
I don't need to write that down. He's gone.
Ooh,
Damn it, Max.
I retain many records of Archon for its time upon the Spacey McSpace Face.
Yes. All right.
He was fond of singing Islands in the Stream and 9 to 5. Although, strangely, we do not work on 9 to 5 hourly schedules on the
Everybody
ship.
likes 9 to 5.
That's gonna be
That's
my
fair.
head forever. Okay.
Oh, I'm going to a lot of songs you have by the end of this.
Yeah. All right, very good. All right, very nice. And so we're going to jump in right now. The customers are pissed. A lot of them have lost their valuables. They're spending cash. They're finding they are not. You know how on a cruise you have to pay extra for all the fun little excursions? They now can't afford those because all their cash has been taken. So they're all basically stuck on the ship with just the amenities that were prepaid.
Which means my bonuses and tips are evaporating if we don't get all this stuff back.
Right, exactly.
Nobody's doing the whitewater rafting day. Nobody,
Yep.
I think we should go after the pirates.
So that's the discussion we're going to jump in right now on. So you as a crew, and Lytemnestra as like the prestigious like passenger who has like the VIP and like is here for another reason. As you as the crew know that you don't know what the reason is, but she's got like the thumbs up from the company to like, okay, she gets to help make decisions on this because this is like imperative. Like this overrides the enjoyment of the rest of the passengers.
The reason I'm here just got taken so you didn't die. And I've been speaking with the crew, the passengers, the people, other people that pay. Peasants, you can't say that loud. And we've decided that it's incredibly important that we all get our stuff back because of its sentimental and commerce-based value, right? Peasants?
What's a peasant?
Peasant, a pre-20th century term from the Middle Ages of Earth culture.
You don't
to denote
have to
a person.
explain everything.
I was directly asked the question by Max.
I didn't understand the reference.
It is a statement to denote one's privilege over another.
Oh. Right. So. I think what you're saying is people need to pay for things, and if we don't get their stuff, they can't pay for things.
The wheels of commerce must continue to turn. So yes.
What?
Yes, let's get our shit back.
Oh, okay. Why didn't you just
can't.
say that?
We can't let pirates come in and just kill people.
Oh, yes.
Right.
I think Mr. Frist has maybe the best case for bloody vengeance.
Like, I can't be everywhere on a ship, and they killed one person.
Well, I mean, he died as he lived.
Singing 9 to 5.
Well, and I mean, protecting.
What's
the
a way
ship.
to lose a living?
Yeah.
I mean,
It
if
should
you
be.
gotta go out happy.
It
I
should
get
be.
that.
It should be denoted that the Galactic Cruise Corporation would actually enjoy the decision-making of maximizing profits. So, if chasing after and reclaiming property would help to maximize profits, the corporation would be admirable to this decision.
Well, yeah, okay. So the only issue is this ship and the skiff got no guns on them. So
I have heard you refer to both of your arms as guns before. Now I'm confused. Do we not have guns on board?
Oh, Braid makes a very good point.
Well, we just had to reload them.
Yep. Max flexes a little like, yes, these are guns that can't shoot at
It is
pirates.
commonly brought up during your copulation rituals.
That's
What?
also true. Yeah.
You talk about your arms while you're in. That's weird.
Almost, it's a favorite topic of his.
I would like to scan the crowd since we're in front of all of the passengers and see who gives that little, like, I remember that nod. I just want to, like, give me a sweep. How many has he banged so far?
So I'm going to have you roll assess a being.
Cool.
So you're going to roll plus heart.
Oh, yes, let's go.
Assess their shame.
All right, I got an 8.
An 8. Very good. So you're asking...
Bang check.
Yeah, what are they feeling? So this is like, we're going to say of the 20 passengers, there's been about 6.
6 to 20. How many look disappointed?
There's definitely another 3 to 4 who are like, oh, that's an option? I didn't know that came with the cruise.
Scanning for horn top. I'm looking for an angry lover.
Okay.
To get on my side later.
There's probably one.
All right.
We're going to say that Silva is
Yes.
definitely like one of the ones who's like, oh, yeah, no, I totally didn't bang him. Wow. Totally did. Totally
That is
did.
factually inaccurate.
Amazing.
Very nice.
Braids, I would love to see your assiduous record keeping at some point.
I
bet.
am forbidden by the GCC Galactic Cruise Corporation to show such files to indiscreet
You can
choices.
show her any of the files that are just me. That's fine.
Oh, those are often deleted, or hard drive space would be full.
Yeah, I just mean like
Incredible.
you would just need everybody else's permission for when the for the other ones.
Manda.
I have real guns, and I'm going to use them.
We're gonna
On
stick them out the
pirates.
window.
There are space suits,
Okay.
So, calculating.
but we don't want to blow up their ships because then we won't get the stuff back.
I need my necklace back very badly.
But if we can catch them as they go across the system, maybe we can.
Strategic thinking. If they are going to be invading a ship of a rival cruise company, perhaps we can take an opportunity to sneak aboard their ship while they are robbing the other ship to gain our goods back, and then flee, leaving the liability being for our competitors.
That's really smart. Because they'll just leave a couple people on the ship, probably.
GCC would like to avoid any liability in regards to vigilante missions.
We've done a tremendous amount of talking, and believe me, no one loves talking endlessly more than I do, but can we make a fucking decision and go, please?
There's only one kind of big problem with this plan.
Tell me.
I don't think we can chase them yet. There's a whole, they showed up and damaged the engines.
Yeah, they
Problem.
damaged the engines. That wasn't-
Technically, the pirates did not damage the engines. It was the work of Max Venture that
What?
damaged the engines.
No, the engines were damaged in the attack.
What?
Yes, this is a factual statement. The engines were damaged in the attack
Yeah.
when Max Venture
End of
took
sentence.
unauthorized control of the piloting system.
Well, all right, but if I hadn't done that, we would have crashed horribly. So,
This is not a factual statement.
it's a pretty good guess.
Mr. Venture.
According to ship's logs, it was actually
you're
this
good, go ahead.
cowboy mission that caused Mr. Venture to be in danger in the first place, which led to the theft of many valuable belongings.
So now, you can hear the customers or the passengers are mumbling. Oh, did you hear that? He did that.
I think a lot of that is sort of beyond the point, is that we need to go get everyone's stuff back and avenge Mr. Officer Frisk.
Frist.
That's what I said.
He's literally worked with you for years.
Why don't you try for maybe the first time in your blue-tinged life to be useful? Go fix the engines so we can be
Well, I
on our
don't
way.
think you want me to do that.
I would rather not have Mr. Venture in my engines. I will attempt to repair the engines myself with the possible assistance of the younger Mr. Frisk.
I take a step back so I'm standing more with the passengers, and I will continue to murmur and stoke dissent.
Okay. Yes, the passengers are getting much angrier. I'm going to have you roll influence. You're going to roll heart if you're trying to persuade them, or courage if you're commanding them.
Wait, me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, cool.
You're getting the passengers to do
it's the
and feel
same.
what you want.
Yeah, it's the same for each.
Oh, yeah. I
It's
also
a
have to roll
9.
confront here. for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so now, you are definitely stoking those feelings, and they're doing it for a price. The price is basically coming from Earth. You're a very rare butterfly.
Yeah.
Wow, she's really from Earth. Earth. Wow. Okay. So it's basically they're all wanting to talk with you because it's I spoke with an actual person from Earth. So that's the price. Is they all want just a snippet of your time to be convinced.
Fine.
Yes. So you're having to talk to all of them.
As long as they don't get within breathing range.
Yes.
This is fine for me.
All right. And
No touching.
So my confront has been triggered.
ooh, okay.
On a couple different fronts.
Okay.
Both my performance has been criticized and my exploits or failures have been mocked.
Okay.
Which, unfair, but it still happened.
Right.
So, I think I have to confront this.
Okay.
Let's go.
Yeah, so, in this moment, in this scene, right, as we're sort of getting ready to go, Brait's like off to fix the engines. But not trying to stop that forward momentum.
Right.
But Max says, you know what? I screwed up. Okay? I was trying to save us some time on the trip through the rings. It worked very poorly because, well, it just didn't work out. And then we were attacked. It's on me. You can put it in the records, Mr. Frist. I'll deal with that when we get back to the company. But for right now, I'm probably our best chance of catching up to them. So I'm going to head to the bridge.
Okay. Very good. So by confronting them, you need to roll plus your favorable conditions.
Okay.
So if you're feeling two favorable conditions, then you roll +2.
So far.
And who exactly? Because like there's a person, someone has to be responsible. A PC has to be responsible for triggering it.
Well, I don't think Frist actually criticized my performance or mocked my exploits or failures.
No, I don't think
I
so.
mean,
I think
I kind
that
of
was somebody
criticized
else.
the gun thing.
Yeah, but
That was
I'm gonna say, just to be fair, I'm gonna say that Brait was definitely like not realizing it, but she was very much he took control of the ship and caused problems, and so I think if you wanted to make a case for Brait, I would definitely give it to you.
no, that's fair. But I think it was the most like Brait gives that kind of feedback all the time. I imagine.
Oh, quite
And
frequently.
that's the kind of thing Max is able to like just let it roll off. But to have this upset passenger,
Clytemnestra.
Yeah.
Okay.
Clytemnestra. Right. Wait, how do you spell this?
Clytemnestra.
Clytemnestra.
Yeah,
The standard
CLYTM.
Oh, okay.
NESTRA.
That's what I wrote down.
I mean, it is really the standard spelling.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a standard name. Okay, so I'm going to roll Confront versus Clytemnestra, and
Almost got away with it. That was incredible. I was like, am I gonna not?
Yeah.
Okay.
I had talked a lot of smack, so it
Yeah.
would not have been unfair if he had rolled against me.
No. I actually thought about that, but I thought like I'm probably used to
Yeah.
like just constantly berating me, which I don't know if that was part of the name choice, but like. All right, so I've got two favorable conditions. So here we go. That's a 6 + 2 is 8. So on a hit, they choose one. Clytemnestra, you get to pick one of those things.
They're all the same.
They're
so
all
you-
the same?
yeah.
Okay, cool. I will give you what I think you want, which is an opportunity to make good on your fuck up. Fine. We're all more than happy to see you turn this whole little mitzvah around. Go ahead. Lead.
I'm not. Fine. I'm leaving for the bridge.
All right. Very good. I'm so excited about that mechanic.
It's a great
It's
mechanic.
very good.
It's one of the first times it's like really been like triggered that fast, and it's very good.
I also imagine the ship mostly like nobody flies it from the bridge. Like it's just all automated, or Brait takes care of it if we're like coming
Yeah.
into port somewhere. It's like I fly the skiff most of the time, which is what I named our little adventure ship. But I don't know.
Yeah, we probably mostly like plot a course, and it's probably like mostly like automated.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. While that kind of was going down, we had Manda and Brait. You guys were going to do repairs.
Sure.
Okay.
That can help.
So for that, you use a ship moves, which is on the other side of the move sheet. And for repairs and modifications, you roll plus brains.
Great. And I also have a +1 to this because I'm using my minions, because I think the ship's robots at this point will be coming out like. I think that Brait is probably mostly the ship right now, but I think her minions are out doing like because I think if you're fixing physical damage, you probably can't just have the computer system to it. You have to have little robots who can hold things and grapple things and use tools.
What do your minions look like?
I think they look like little Wallies. I mean,
Okay.
how are they not?
Yeah.
I think there may be different ones for different tasks.
Okay.
But these are very much like mechanics. Like they're very much like I think that they. You know what? No, they look kind of like Wallies. They kind of look like the doozers on Battle
Yes!
Rock.
Yeah, all right.
Like
Okay.
when they're on their little car, but they're like mechanical versions of them. So they kind of like roll out and they're like, and then like
Nice.
they're like very cool. And they're like so they have little like tread wheels that can turn into legs if they need to walk on something, but then they have like little hands that will be functional for.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay,
Now,
cool.
now I want the mechanics of the ship to be all crystalline.
Yeah.
Like they know it. Yeah, like-
Our ship has been eaten by Fraggles. We can no longer fly.
Yes.
Yeah, so I think I'll use that. And then what does it say about you also add the ship trust modifiers? What does that mean?
So on
ship's
the
at 8?
ships, the ship's at 8,
That's a
so
0.
it's a 0.
Okay.
So there's a +1 if your ship is fully operational. You get a +1 to all the ship moves.
Okay, so if I'm correct, then I have the +1 plus my brain, so I have a +3 to the roll, and you're assisting.
And you can also add if you have a specialty that can help you with it. If you have a specialty,
Oh, I do have engineering.
there you go.
Great.
So you're at a +4.
+4, and then you're helping, so you roll a
well,
d6.
let's
and
see
I
what
take...
you do before
Yeah.
we...
Oh, I thought you had to do it. Okay.
No, I can wait and see what you get.
Okay.
And then make a choice on whether I want to risk.
Okay, so I rolled it. Yeah, because I got an 11, because I rolled a 7 plus my...
All right, so 7 + 4, right? Very nice. That is a fantastic roll.
Yeah, I'm not...
7 plus 4 is 11, which is open 24 hours a day. So I have 11 total.
I'm just there
Okay.
So on
to cheer
11,
you on.
I get to we earn plus
Good
1.
job.
We earn +1 ship trust for that.
You fixed it. So we bump up. So our ship is now operational. Well done. And now we can go after the
So do we
pirates.
go up all the way back to 10 or just
Nope,
one?
just 1. So now we're out of the zone where we have one of the systems is not operational.
Check.
Cool. All right. So you've done your jobs. You've gone up to the bridge, Max, to save the day.
Yep.
And where are you right now? Are you going up to the bridge with him?
Oh, you know I followed at like
Okay.
after about 5 minutes. I think I took a second to like check in verbally with all 6 of the people I clocked to get a little intel, and then I'll follow him to the bridge.
Nice. Okay. Very good. The passengers are want to go after them. Some of them are a little like, okay, sure. But you've basically been able to convince them all, whether they're lying and just don't want to tell you they don't want to go.
I don't care about the difference. I got the results I wanted.
Exactly. Very good. All right. You're 2 on the bridge.
Yep.
You're there, and we are plotting a course to go to where the other cruise ship is, which is where we think
Yeah.
we're going.
Yeah, ideally, I want to try to use some of the, various bodies in the system to try to, like, sling around and catch up, but maybe not be right in their rearview mirror.
Perfect. All right. So I'm going to have you roll flying.
Before he rolls, can I like
Oh, yeah.
talk to him?
Yeah. Oh, do the thing.
Yeah. Mr. Venture, are you aware at all? I don't know.
Are you allowed on the bridge?
There's not a place I'm not allowed.
Okay.
Was that a sincere question?
Yeah.
So you're not very high up in this organization, are you?
I'm a pilot. What? I'm not, yeah. I'm not in charge of anything.
Do you have any idea the value of the necklace I traded away for your life, sir?
No. I mean, it's worth about 1 max venture right now. I don't know. I'm doing what I can about that. What do you want me to do?
I want you to be aware of the stakes before we are thrown headfirst into even more danger.
Okay. I am aware of the stakes. I don't know how to answer your question.
What motivates you?
This is an easy job. I like doing it. I've never had to be in this situation before.
All right.
I like going to new places, and seeing new things, and charting out adventures.
Sex. Lots of sex.
And meeting new people.
Yes, I've spoken with some of the people that you've met while you were here.
Okay.
Consider this an opportunity for your life to mean more.
Okay.
You can do this. You have to.
All right. Well, I'll do what I can.
Okay. She turns and walks away. But I do want to use Mightier Than the Sword, so you have advantage on your next roll.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm into it.
I think her soothing isn't very soothing.
No, but that's still
Yeah.
like.
Soothing and intimidating.
Yeah, I
That's
mean, I
fine.
heard that you can do this, which is like totally flipped his like. Wait, what? So yeah. Okay. I'll roll with advantage then.
Yeah, absolutely. So you're going to roll to fly.
Okay. So I have navigation and piloting. I wasn't sure which one we.
You may
wanted.
add one. You don't get
Okay.
to add more than one specialty.
Okay. Well,
Either apply. They're both
up
fine.
front it feels like navigation, so
Okay.
I'm just gonna.
That's
It's
fine.
the same amount.
I
Yeah.
would like to have the option to assist if you do need it. So
Okay.
just so you know, because I feel like the ship would be able to.
Yeah.
connect with your
Probably.
piloting.
Yeah.
She's probably used to your piloting. Knows how to adapt for it.
It's true. Like I don't pilot the main ship very often. but,
Okay.
like, okay. So this is a courage roll, right?
For flying, it is savvy. Unless you took, there's a move on the Hotshot playbook where you get to use courage instead of savvy, I believe, for piloting a ship. If you took that move, which I don't know if you did.
Have it for forces necessary.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I should have taken that one.
Do you want to switch real quick since you
Yeah,
haven't
I
been playing
do.
very long? Okay.
Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna have a chance to use fame.
Yeah.
I like that
They're
move a
just
lot,
fixed
but
and then he crashes.
I don't know if it doesn't also apply super if you're like, I am a cruise ship captain.
yeah. Well, pilot.
He pretty much
Pilot.
pilots the
Pilot.
skiff to and from destinations. That's like his actual job.
Yeah. Well, I think there are some like exciting moments of like flying under the stone arch or whatever, you know, like.
Yeah.
But it's all planned out ahead of time.
Yeah.
Like,
The
okay, I did
20
this in-
people on the ship think you're very cool.
Yeah.
Like 19 of them. Sorry.
Yeah.
Parasailing
Yeah.
pilots.
Well, I have an 8 on the dice plus 2 courage plus 1, so it's 11. So
Okay.
I made it out. without-
Absolutely.
Did not need to help you. Good.
But I want to note that he did this without help. He managed to chart a course and make it so.
Crewman Venture, I would like to compliment you on your excellent piloting skills in this endeavor.
What? I thought you were in the engine room.
I am this.
Oh, that
I'm the
gets me
operating
every
system of
time.
the ship.
I'm sorry.
I think she likes you.
What? Who?
The only other person who was in the room with you.
You still standing there?
Oh, I thought you
No,
were.
I walked away.
Oh,
I
yeah.
walked away.
I would have done it if she was still standing.
Yeah, for sure.
I
Also,
was like,
I dramatically walk away.
I also fixed the damage to my discretion sensors, and I have turned them back up to a nominal corporate level amount. I have given away too much information previously.
Well, I'm. Look, Brett. You know I respect you, but just based on my understanding of human interactions, I really don't think she likes me very much, and that's, you know, I can't really blame her at this point.
I have a large database of what is called fan fiction, and there is a trope of enemies into lovers. I feel this could be a possibility.
Do you have any like material I could look over to be more familiar? Because I don't.
Crewman Venture, as I have explained to you on multiple occasions, I do not have a resource of pornography for crew members.
Well, I mean, you said
It is a premium service that we offer for
fiction
customers.
What are these fiction fans you have?
You have to pay $9.95 a day.
Yeah. The GCC has actually asked me to forever turn off the adult access to your machines because of abuse of the system.
I see. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I would have.
Very good. All right, so you managed to plot this course perfectly through this part of the system, partially because you've flown through here so many times on this same trip over and over again. And you've probably flown a very similar course to the one that other cruise ship is taking.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And the pirates maybe have swung clear of things that look more dangerous than they are, or like maybe don't know the best way to. Maybe that's how I can catch up a little bit.
Right, and also you know like the gravitational pulls of stuff, so you're like, hey, like I'll do this and just fling us that way, and it'll, you know, you get there faster. So you end up, is your goal to get there before the pirates or like after they arrive?
Well, I think the suggestion was to let them get on the big cruise ship,
Okay.
and then.
I just wanted to clarify. After your roll, you rolled well enough that you get to pick.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I would love to get there to see them, like, board.
Okay.
Like, I want to see them leave the ship so that we know for sure
Okay.
that a bunch of them left. But other than that, yeah, I don't really want to get there before them.
Okay, so you're going to be nearby. You're hiding behind a moon or
Yep.
asteroid or
That's
something.
my moon.
Whole ass cruise ship just.
It is just a fucking...
What a little cruise ship.
It is technically an asteroid that was caught in that.
Yeah, every once in a while, sticking a Bodie McBoke face, or sorry, Spacey my space face out and back. Okay, so you see the Fido's ship arrive. They attack and disable and board the other cruise ship, and they are in the process of their holdup and taking the stuff you see the fighter ship isn't super big. They probably have about 10 to 15 of them on board. They're definitely smaller than your ship, but they're also fighters and trained at this, so it's very easy for them to overpower a ship of vacationing people.
Okay. Yeah, Max hits the comm. I think probably, it would go to Frist and Bray anyway, and I think it's linked Lytemnestra into that, and then says, "Okay, Captain, we're here," and then catches it like you just called the teacher mom. And so they've boarded, and we should probably get over there pretty quickly if we want to catch them while they're away.
This would be the ideal solution for the GCC.
Mr. Frist, in light of your uncle's demise, I think you are the foremost authority on fighting. What do you suggest?
We should probably take the skiff so that we don't endanger the passengers.
Yeah. Will the ship stay here? Okay, if we, I don't park it.
Yes, the ship can maintain in perpetual orbit with this moon/asteroid and remain here protecting the property of GCC.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I figured. Yep.
I will activate my mobile system to join you on this adventure, for I am the secondary most combat capable member of this crew. And then you see her robot kind of come out of the wall and kind of
That is upsetting every time.
Impressive every time. Wait, what?
I'm gonna take I think I just had my how different I was just pointed out to me.
You're so good at it.
Let's go!
I am going.
Everyone feel that.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, Scion voice, ghetto superstar, Lytemnestra. I find it insulting to have a sentient being speak derogatorily of an advanced AI such as myself.
I'm going to take that little verbal tick of yours as a faulty bit of programming and not take it personally. Yeah, it would also trigger mine. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Conflict fight.
Okay, so what do we?
So then
Okay.
how many positive
Oh.
or favorable conditions do you have?
I don't think I gave any of mine because mine were confident and generous.
Okay, so you've got
and-
2, so you add
okay.
+2.
Oh, we have the
Okay,
same.
okay.
Yay!
Okay.
Okay, so I got a 9 on my roll.
Okay, so then it says there, 7 and 9. That's the other side. What does it say on your paper?
Okay, so if I hit, they choose, not me.
Yeah, they get to
Yeah.
pick off the list. So what
Okay.
would you like to do?
What's the experience economy here? Are we engaging with that at all?
We might, some, yeah. So experience are down here. So if that
Yeah.
stuff triggers, then absolutely there's a...
Oh, I described what I learned. I learned nothing. I would rather take a -1 trust.
You
and give
don't have
this
any
right
trust
now.
left. What are you talking?
I do.
No, she earned a bunch
I have.
on our
Okay.
adventure.
Oh no, I'm only at 2. I'll go down to 1.
Okay.
You can absolutely eat my butt.
Okay.
So when you lose a trust, that means you need to move one of your conditions from favorable to disfavorable too.
Cool.
So-
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. And then what did you roll against me?
Oh, yeah, we'll fight back.
Yeah, do it.
This is good.
I love it.
So this would trigger. Does this trigger with my now one fewer favorable condition?
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
Since that went first.
All right. All right. It's an 8.
An 8. Okay.
Okay.
So what are you
Oh, wait,
saying?
so-
Yeah. So why don't you make your case back, and then you can decide how you react.
Yeah, fair.
Here's the thing. Maybe I made you feel bad, but you're a fucking ship. My people built you, and if you ever get my name wrong again, I'll break you down for scrap.
All right.
All right. I think I can only take a -1 trust from that. I don't
Okay.
think that there's any. I don't think the experience
Absolutely.
or
Yeah.
I definitely didn't get what I want from that. So
Sweet. And I'm moving from generous to fucking angry.
no, I'm the one that.
No,
oh,
you do
sorry.
too, both of you, because since you triggered each other's,
Gotcha.
so you each get to choose.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and mark that something awakens in Max Venture.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go from confident to insecure.
Okay.
Because now I'm like, am I simply a matter of construction from the people who created me? Do I not have my own level of
Can I go
thinking?
back and edit, like, and just add on mid-fight? Do you know what was in that necklace? An upgraded AI. Because you're right, you have been along for a very
Oh
long
wow, yeah.
Oh, that's.
And I cannot wait to get it back so we can upgrade your programming to something a little more relevant. And that's where I'll end it.
Wow.
It's a one-shot, I gotta get that
No,
out
I
fast.
love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, sorry.
I love it. I need to think
But I
some
love
more-
you!
I know, I love you too. I love role playing. I love role playing.
And now, was that for everyone to hear?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On our, like,
Yeah,
comms
she's
here?
angry. She dropped that
Yeah.
immediately instead
Right
of
in the
holding
group chat.
it. Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome. Very good.
I
Okay.
don't know if you
how I
realize you
feel about
replied
that.
all in
Yeah.
that Slack conversation.
Yeah.
In that Zoom conversation, you replied all and not just to one individual.
I feel actually attacked by that thing.
You are not on mute.
Yep.
Everyone can
nice.
see your camera.
That's what happens when you share screen while you're talking shit in the side chat.
Yep.
All right. Very good. All right. So.
Okay. Yeah.
It's time to go.
Yes. I agree. I need a weapon.
I am
Are
your
you
weapon.
certified?
I mean, I know how to handle a weapon.
What kind of weapon?
Shock baton, taser, the heavy, weighted glove thing has a name in the protocol book. I don't remember.
Ah,
Baton, all of them. All of the weapons.
Are you referring to the sonic gauntlet?
Yes. That's what did I say?
The hand thing that was in the book? Or
the
whatever?
weighted thing in the book.
The way, yeah, heavy glove. Wait, what's it called?
The sonic gauntlet.
Yeah, that's the one. Sonic.
Let me see what I have,
Okay.
and then I would like to go to the armory and see what I can give him that's not going to let him shoot me
Okay.
by accident.
I mean, he teaches the self-defense class on the ship. So
Yeah.
he is-
So I noticed that your whole list is mostly melee stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm going to find something like that for you.
Yeah. I mean, he's got like a whole black belt. So like,
Sure. Okay.
from what I don't know.
It's 100% a black belt that he made for himself.
Yeah,
like
I
he
3D
just
printed it.
He just bought a black belt on Space Mazon.
Yeah.
and hangs it up.
Space Wish.
Nice.
Yeah,
It's just a black
it's actually a
leather
little
belt.
off gray. Like they actually didn't get
Yeah.
the dye exactly
Oh,
right.
no.
Yeah.
But
You hate to see it.
I have
Also-
analyzed this belt. It is not the color black as seen by the human eye.
All right.
Um,
So yeah, you absolutely can get some of the stuff he listed off, like the baton thing. You know, doesn't have range capability, so it's got like
Great.
the shock things, but he'd have to like be actively trying to hit you, probably.
yeah. That's safe enough.
Yeah. Okay. And same thing with the shock gauntlet that he talked about. Like that's more of a punchy thing. It like shocks when you hit.
I can
doesn't-
bring both of those things.
Okay.
Now, Kimmy, out of curiosity, if I don't have guns and laser weapons marked, but I want to use one, is there a minus associated with that?
Nope. You just don't get the +1.
Okay.
So
Got it.
You will use your appropriate forces necessary roll, though, or if you're doing something else with it.
Yeah.
So
No, I also took that one, so I could roll. I just took the use my power stat for everything moves.
Yeah, that's how it works. Forces necessary is if you actually intend harm. So if you're going to use a blaster to like lock a door or something, you don't roll that. You'll roll something else. Like forces necessary is like I am pointing this at another being or a ship, and I want to break it or hurt it.
Okay.
So that's the difference there.
I dig it.
Cool. So and
And then I want to put on like a full set of security armor,
Okay.
right?
Nice.
Like it doesn't even have to have a mechanical
That's
effect.
good, 'cause it
It's
doesn't.
just totally just
Excellent. It
like-
looks super fucking cool.
yeah. It's all like 3D printed. It's probably a little big because it was probably my uncle's.
Okay.
But like I'm ratcheting it all on and it's that full montage of getting ready,
Yeah.
sticking guns in every pocket, and
I have like the equivalent of the vac suit that Indiana Jones would have. Like there's like some patches on places I've been, and
Right.
it's definitely like
it's unzipped halfway
Yeah,
down.
it's like the
Fine.
Carhartt of jumpsuit. Of
Mine does
vac-
that patch
vac
say
suit.
inside a refrigerator. I don't have any actual firing weapons. I just have like the bulk of the machine, like the damage it would do if we're doing melee attack.
Okay.
And I actually like to believe that the upgrade would actually give me the ability to use firing weapons. And
Okay.
now I'm like sad to know that I can't. Like I like the idea that like she can't shoot lasers because she doesn't have the technology needed to do it, and that's like a thing for her.
Very good. I like it. All right. So, and do you have any type of weapon or anything? Do you have like a personal future Derringer or space
Ooh, a little
Sparinger?
a little Sparinger is very good.
Okay.
I think she's got like a little knife that she keeps like on her person under her like very fancy clothes. But she has all of those like subdermal like gold like pieces, and I think she like pulls out a little tablet and like runs up a thing. You see like they start to run through with like little blue power things.
Nice.
I think she's just upgrading her like get the fuck out of having to do violence and stay away.
Okay.
So
Perfect.
I need to do a thing.
Okay.
So when Max runs back to his room and is getting dressed and getting ready, in that process, he says, Brait, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
On a private line?
Now it is.
Okay. Thank
what
you.
was that? Like a little bit of a phone call.
I think they were just about to talk.
Oh, okay.
Can you
happens
believe that she
sometimes.
is wearing those shoes with that outfit?
Look, Brait, for what it's worth, I don't think you need any upgrades. You've been doing a great job for this ship. Everything that's gone wrong basically was not your fault. It's not important whose it was, but it wasn't your fault. You don't need upgrades. And I just like when we get this stuff back, I don't think you need to just stand for being overwritten by what like you don't deserve it. You deserve better than that. That's all I want to say.
I would appreciate your candor if I had emotions, but I believe my system is telling me that I should tell you thank you.
Okay. Well,
However, it is true that the GCC has determined me to be obsolete and in need of upgrade.
Well,
and
that
that is what I must have done.
that's bullshit.
Perhaps if I had been upgraded, this incident would not have happened.
So we're gonna, I'm gonna add in a thing right now. One of my GM moves. One of the reasons that they're trying to upgrade you is your version of the software actually has started to learn emotions a little bit and have a little bit of empathy. So even though you know you're not supposed to have that, so you don't really talk about it sometimes, like you sometimes do feel things.
Okay, I like that.
So, and that's one of the things that they're like, oh, no, this is not, how did they get the code changed? We don't know.
Oh, I like that. I was playing into my insecurity that I have now. That's why I was like being a little more
Yeah.
insecure when he was talking about it. I like
Absolutely.
that. That's fun.
So, and Jason, were you doing a specific move there?
Yeah, I think I was reaching for connect.
Okay.
Uh,
So when you're concerned about a crewmate and you tell them what you think they need to hear, you roll plus their favorable conditions.
yeah.
So
I mean, it's not just what I think they know. Like, it's actual Max's like honest opinion.
Absolutely.
So, but
So I have a +1 on my
you have one
have
favorable.
one favorable.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll plus that. 7, 8.
8.
So,
Okay.
on any level of success, they can hear
So
you.
yeah,
for
you
one
get
plus
+1, Jason, for reaching out,
Oh, I get +1
Yeah,
trust. Okay.
and now, Riley, you get to decide, like, do you accept what they say? And then you get a +1 trust. Or if you reject it or disagree, then you mark experience instead.
I think I will take it. I like that he made that move, and so I think she says all that she says about like they will need to upgrade me and things like that, and there's like a long pause, and then she says thank you, and then that's like yeah. So I will.
So you'll add 1 trust, and as you go up in trust, when you add 1 trust, you move a disfavorable condition to a detrimental condition to a favorable condition.
I'm going to get rid of my insecurity.
So all of mine are going to be favorable. That's okay, right? Yeah. I didn't mess up.
No.
Actually, I think I'm going to get rid of Afraid now, because I don't think Afraid really makes sense for this ship. I think Afraid, because she's afraid of this upgrade. I'm going to get rid of Insecurity, because someone she trusts just made her feel better about herself. And I'm going to put Empathetic as my new trust gain, because of what information you gave me.
Okay, awesome.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, and for the conditions, you should always have 3 marked. They're constantly probably moving as you gain and lose trust. Okay. But as if you have 3, you're right.
Okay. Cool. I just removed Selfish, and I think I'm going to mark Empathetic.
Okay.
I think he's just had a thought about someone else, and their like personhood.
Wild.
Yeah. It has awakened something.
Yeah. Very nice. All right. Okay. So everybody's armed up as much as they choose to be, and are you all headed to the shuttle?
Skiff.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Do not shipsplain the DM.
Yeah. Word.
Thank you.
Take an experience.
Yeah.
Hey. All right.
Mr. Frist, I will be relying on you to keep me safe during this.
Oh, absolutely. No one else is going to die today.
Are you okay?
Like, just, he's very amped.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, that very much like, we're going to go over there, and I'm going to kill every last one of these motherfuckers.
Ooh.
And
Like, it's that kind of rage.
How old were you?
Like, 20?
Oh, God,
like,
he's a baby.
Yeah.
Baby.
Yeah.
All right.
So, yeah, it's very much like nothing has ever affected him like that.
Right.
So now it's time.
Must be nice to have such privilege.
I think I just sort of gently pat you on the arm. Like, from what I heard, he was a good man.
Thank you. Yes. He taught me everything I know. That college was not that useful.
It never is.
But... Oh, no. But we have a job to do. And once it's done, then we can see what needs to happen next.
My life is in your hands. Can I use mightier than the sword again?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool, new scene. All right, you have advantage on your next roll.
Yeah.
Yay!
And I'm going to actually have you both gain 1 trust, because that was a great little conversation, and you put a lot of...
I don't need trust. Sitting here at none.
I can't gain any trust, and I don't want to get rid of angry.
Okay, perfect. That is totally fine. Yeah, and if you're watching, figuring out how to play this, the conditions are to kind of flavor the role-playing and kind of translate the trust into how you role-play it. So if you're like, no, I'm angry and I wouldn't not be angry now, even if you gain trust, you can choose to keep a condition. That's totally fine. And it doesn't mess up the mechanics or anything.
I'm going to move from angry to curious.
Excellent.
Cool.
Okay, so you are on the skiff. Okay.
Yep.
Like, what was the word you just said?
Skiffy McSkiff.
Skipping the skip face.
Okay.
God damn it.
What if the skiff has like a really like luxurious name? Like the
Yeah.
skiff
Oh,
is
yeah.
like the skiff is actually called the David Attenborough III.
Yes.
Yes.
That's what it is.
David
no
Attenborough.
expense.
That's what they renamed the
Yeah.
Buddy McBoneface.
Yeah.
So
All right, and it's just like the whole name is just down the whole side.
Yeah.
someone had to like squeeze in
Yeah,
the
the third.
like the O-U-G-H
Yeah.
and then the free like twist off to the bottom.
Yeah.
Wait, how do you spell Edinburgh?
Yeah.
Oh no!
They cross stuff out.
That's why I ran out of space.
Several
Yeah.
tries.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely. All right. Okay. So you are going over there. Why don't we have you roll? I'm not going to have you roll for this, actually. You've already had a really great flying roll. I want you to roll... will you roll Prove Your Worth, please? Someone who is in charge of moving this skiff from place to place.
All right. What is that plus?
Plus courage.
Oh, okay. Yes, I will happily
Okay.
roll that. Oh, woohoo! That's a 10.
Perfect. All right. That was mostly just to be like, because I know you can fly the shuttle there, but I want you to prove that you can do it quietly.
Yeah.
So
Under pressure.
Yeah, and in a way that they're not going to notice you.
Yeah.
Because it's more like, yes, you can absolutely fly from here to there. So very good. So you absolutely are. You're able to. What is your plan with your skiff?
Well, I imagine this pirate ship has at least 2 airlocks.
They have a bunch. It's kind of like cobbled together from a bunch of
like
different
80%
pieces.
airlock by
Yeah.
volume.
Yeah.
Okay. So they've attached to the big cruise ship. I want to pull the skiff up on the opposite side of the pirate ship and try to attach our airlock to that. And I think there's like a little bit of a demeanor shift. Like Max is kind of like verbally going over each step that he's taking and smoothly going through the checklist, actually doing it in the right order. And
Nice.
This is the equivalent of mouthing the words when you're reading something, but he's not. I mean, he's doing his best.
Yeah.
But actually, executes this well, and that's a 10. I'm gonna take a liberty with that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Has Max ever actually been in any type of combat or fighting situation before?
Like bar fights.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like legit bar fights, that were dangerous, but
Okay.
he's not like a soldier or anything. Like he doesn't have any kind of professional training in that.
Got it.
Space Wish purchased black belt aside.
Very good. All right, you dock silently. You're able to get on. The airlock is all done. You can get through if you want to, and you have access to their ship.
I would like to do plugged in, which is my masterful ability to communicate with technology when I do something specific. So what I'm going to do is look for an access port of some sort once we're on the ship.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to get schematics of the ship to find out where they would keep their treasure on the ship. So that's what that's a thing that I have. So it's a ship move.
Okay.
And the ship move would be...
No, I think, what does it say?
You have the ability to masterfully use or communicate with technology when you do something specific, but it's very weird and reminds everyone how different you are.
Okay.
Take a +1 to ship moves when you do that thing, which I don't know if I'm not doing a ship move.
Well, we'll go with repair and modification.
Okay.
Because you're modifying access to their ship to gain access.
Okay.
So
I think you see this robotic form of hers turn into a weird shape and plug in and you kind of see that weird almost like a twitch as she's downloading information.
Oh, right.
So that's why it looks really weird.
Nice.
So yeah, I will do that. And then would I add my engineering to this?
Sure.
Okay, cool. So cool, I have a +4 on this. So hopefully this will work. All right. Yeah, that is a 13.
Very nice. That absolutely works. Yeah, you have complete access and partial control of their ship.
Okay. What I'm going to do is...
So we're going to give you control of their security systems, so you can't activate their engines or stuff like that.
Yeah. I think what I'm going to do is... If I'm controlling their security systems, what I'm going to do is the classic heist film move of take a recording of all the empty hallways right now and start to run those on a loop so that as we move through the hallways, they don't see us on any screens. Their sensors are basically playing a certain several seconds of blank space over and over again. So we're moving almost stealthily through the ship because they can't see us moving.
I'm laughing at Jason because I pulled this move as a player in one of his games a couple weeks ago in Demigods.
Nice. And I did not take any negative trust, which is good, because if I had a lower roll, I would have.
Ah, very good. Yeah, because you look all wild and stuff while you do it. Yeah. Awesome. And you're able to tell the locations. Most of them are off the ship. You can't see, but you can assume that they're on the cruise ship, doing their hold up. There's like 3 of them on their version of the bridge. This ship is super cobbled together, though.
Okay.
Like, you get the schematics, you know where everything is, but wow, they like 3 different ships are kind of like welded together. It's very, you don't like it. You don't. It's very
like
no.
half
Let me
a
ask you
flying
this:
saucer.
when I interface with the ship's AI, do I feel like it's being mistreated by them, or do I feel like it's okay?
This ship does not have an AI.
Okay.
So it is not nearly as advanced as you are, and it has to have a person piloting it at all times.
Okay. Good to know.
So they have a computer that like can help navigate, but it's literally just a program. It's
Okay.
not an AI in any way. So
It's like Clippy. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Cool. So yeah, I relay the information of where, based on the schematics. So I kind of maybe put like my projector unit out, and a little hologram comes up that shows them what the layout of the hallways looks like and where the treasure probably is.
yeah.
Okay.
Fantastic.
It's a real rat's nest. All right. Where to first?
I think I kind of frown at the rat's nest thing. But then I'm just going to start off down the hallway towards the bridge where you said there were people.
Mr. Archer.
Does that trigger any of your?
No,
Okay.
it's yeah, no.
Okay.
There's Pat on the arm.
I like give you all a download of that schematic, so whatever like display you have has that information.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, I'm heading for the bridge.
Okay.
Like,
Oh, okay.
Are minks even rodents?
I would advise quitting while you are not ahead.
Out of character.
Okay, out of character. I would advise quitting while you.
Yeah. No, really. Very nice.
We're gonna get in trouble with big rodent.
so yeah, I'm heading for the bridge.
Okay.
Like, if there's nothing stopping me, then
Yeah.
that's where I'm
So,
going.
Manda is beelining straight for where you saw the bridge was.
I'm right on his heels,
Yep.
keeping him angry because it's getting results.
Okay.
Look, Mad gets shit done. Let's go.
Okay. I will say that where you know that they're keeping all their loot is not on the bridge. It's near the bridge, but it's kind of down a different hallway. So that's going to be a choice that you're going to have to make very quickly as you're making it your way there.
You can take whatever you want off a ship full of corpses.
Yeah.
All right. So we're okay. Yeah. Lead the way, Frist.
Yep. He's not slowing down.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Just, I mean, I feel like he's doing the. If you've ever seen any of the small mammals run, they
Oh.
kind of
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
weave as
Yeah.
they go. Because they are prey animals, so like they're used to that. So like he's very much like moving from this doorway to that doorway to the next doorway, and
Sure.
putting a hand on each one, and, like feel them. Like he knows that you already saw where the people are, but it's still just instinctual kind of stuff. Gets to the intersection where you said people want to make a choice, so I'll pause before I'm going for the bridge.
Do I have like a little homing beacon on my necklace?
Sure.
To say,
Yeah.
like, it's off to the left. This.
We can come back.
Oh.
Okay. We can come back.
All right.
Oh, if everybody's just gonna go with it, all right.
Go get him, Tiger.
I was not
What did
expecting
you
everybody to
expect
be like-
fight?
You said it with such confidence.
Yeah.
We assumed you had a very logical reason
Kind
wanted
of
to be
like
here.
it.
Well, I don't think we can split up. That doesn't seem like a smart idea.
Thank you.
Look, if this is a longer campaign,
Yeah, no, for sure,
happily
100%.
torment you with being
No,
like,
yeah.
I slip off to
Same.
the left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'll get to the bridge door, and then hunker down and pull out a laser rifle, and
And just as a note, I think the one I saw harassing your uncle was wearing a blue shirt. Good luck.
thank you.
And I step back. Keep him angry. Kill them all.
Do it.
So yeah, if anybody else wants to do anything before I open the
Uh,
door,
Yeah, I've got my, the stun. What was I given? The stun baton.
yeah.
Yeah.
Baton and the gauntlet.
Is
the
it
shock
like
gauntlet.
a electro mace, like
I was-
Demolition Man style, or is it more like a whole
Oh, I was picturing like a 3-foot long rod with a shocky bit at the end.
Yeah. Demolition Manny.
Yeah.
I think like a protective panel like flips out on top of her arms so that like they can be hit things and not like damage circuits, things like that.
Oh, nice.
That's awesome. I love this vision of a robot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very cool.
It's so cool.
Very cool.
All right. I'm going to open the door.
All right.
All right. And there are 3 Fidos sitting on what looks like a super rough version of what might be like a Star Trek bridge. There's like a couple consoles, more like what the Klingon bridges look like, where it's like sort of industrial looking, not super
Dingy.
sleek 90s style, not that. No carpets. There's one who's kind of in the middle who looks like he is like piloting the ship. It's actually like they will use they them because you can't actually tell the difference without actually undressing them because they all look exactly the same.
That's inappropriate.
Well, you're probably not going to stop to do that right now.
No.
So there's one who is. I mean, it's a game about feels. So there's one in the center, and they are obviously like piloting the ship. They're not doing anything right now because they're like you're like attached, but they're there like ready to make the getaway. And then there's 2 others that are at other consoles. One of them looks like it's in communication with the ones that are on the ship, and they're kind of doing the little like husky, like TikTok husky.
Yes.
Like this is the sounds
I left
they make.
my house so I didn't have to hear husky sounds.
Yes,
We're back in it.
you're back in it.
I like to imagine that Brait actually can identify them exactly, but she also knows that biology and gender don't always match up, so she would naturally call them they.
Yeah.
She's only a she because the interface system thought that crew like passengers would relate more to a female AI, so they like gave her she pronouns. So that's
Oh, that's
Perfect.
fun.
it's the same reason
Yeah.
like assistants are female.
Yeah.
Like it's like that kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So
That's real.
those are the 3. And when the door opens, at first they kind of like they don't do anything.
Just 100% random chance. Are any of them wearing a blue shirt?
What if 2 of them are?
Yes.
Better be sure.
How many?
2 of them. One is wearing a dark blue shirt, and one of them is wearing a light blue shirt. And the other one is wearing no shirt at all.
Do I recognize which one's what?
If you were telling the truth about that,
I was
yes.
telling the truth.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. So which one was it that you saw?
I want to clear my throat when we open and just look over at Mondo and go, on the left.
Right, so that's the light shirt one,
Okay.
and that's the one at the comms, like talking to the.
That worked out great.
Yeah.
Because that's who I'd want to shoot.
Okay, perfect.
So I want to shoot him.
Perfect.
Do it.
Yeah.
This isn't
Force is
friendly
necessary.
Star Trek
Yeah.
kind of shooting either.
Nope. This
You have
is.
advantage on this roll, by the way.
I know, I'm very excited. It's body. Oh, good. I put a plane in there.
Good thing. Do you have any? And don't
You
forget
have
to.
advantage.
I know. But I can be disappointed in the first
Yeah.
roll.
I don't even know what this is. Yeah, the little one. Sir, get your dice in order.
Oh.
Do you need a help roll?
Yeah.
Yeah. You also get to add your specialty. Not that that's going to help that.
No,
but
that's so 5 plus 2 is a 7.
Okay.
that's better than
Well,
the 5.
Do you
It
want
is.
me to roll to help?
I mean,
I could make it
Like
worse.
Ghost, and he holds your arms.
like
I know how I could help.
I have a thought as well.
I
I'll
mean,
go first, you go
if you like you see like, I think how it works out is like he is so amped up
Yeah.
that like the door opens. There isn't even time to really process. Like he just hears you go left and he just shoots.
Yeah.
Right. So it was just a snap, turn, fire thing.
Sure.
Probably not going to do very well because anybody that's a trained shooter knows that you never want to do that quickly.
Yep.
So
Very good. So are you helping?
Well, so my roll would have to replace his 2, right?
Yes.
So that was your worst die.
Like, I couldn't get any worse.
Yep. So Max does a diving somersault into the room, like completely unnecessary, but just goes in like and it makes a big distracting shout
Okay.
that hopefully will just make that person turn around and stay in one place while he's shooting at them.
Right.
Or like straighten up.
Yeah, like what?
Like what? So
and
they,
like
I
into
would
the
have missed
path
high
of the
and they-
shot.
Yeah.
So the way that assisting helps in this, which is different than every other PBTA game I've ever played, is that person helping has to declare they're helping and they are committed. And they roll a dice, and their dice will their result will replace
A single D6.
a single d6 will replace the lowest one in the original roll, whether it's better or
It's
worse.
gonna be better.
There's no way it could be worse, really.
How could it be worse?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
It's not you rolling.
It's
What's better?
It's a 3.
It's a
Hey,
3. All right.
But that's 8.
That's 8.
Yeah.
Okay. Very
Yeah.
good.
Same level of success, but you
That's
know,
okay.
It feels better.
I didn't make it worse.
No.
Yeah.
So you on forces necessary, you both you succeed, but at a cost or consequence. Both you and your opponent will take -1 trust. So you hit
Gotcha.
them, but they hit you too, and then you get to select a cost off of the list.
And you get to take a thread because it's doubles.
That's the wrong game.
Assistance gave me doubles. Let's see.
So the options are: you give your opponent an advantage, you lose or damage something important, your actions put a crewmate in danger, or a new danger or foe is revealed.
I think I have to go with actions put a crewmate in danger. Because he just jumped in the room.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. All right.
That room full of pirates, and he went, "Wah!"
Yeah, well, I had to draw their
Made a
fire
big
so
target,
that you
yeah.
could make your shot.
Yeah, absolutely. So you're going to roll your next one with disadvantage.
All right. Should I do that now?
No, your next move. You roll. You helped them. You dove in. So next thing you do, you will have disadvantage.
Wait, that's what it's like. Should I do? Oh, no, I see. That was my. I get it. I get
Okay,
it.
that
I'm
was
all
your
caught
action.
up now.
Okay, all right.
Can I just take like 5 actions in a row and like?
No,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Do you want to
You go.
go? Okay.
I already did the plug-in thing. You've been doing it a little bit.
Okay. Then I want to walk towards, I just walk with my hands up towards the one at the in the control captain chair. Say we should have a conversation because you could absolutely leave this with your life, and I want to attempt to grease their palm.
Oh,
Get
okay.
them to bribe and flip.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Look, I don't fight. Do you want me to talk first or roll first?
Roll first because that will inform. I mean, either way,
Yeah.
it doesn't really matter.
All right. Can I?
I know you could talk someone into it, but whether the dice let you do it.
Can I use my specialty in alien cultures?
Yeah.
To try to be like, all right, these are Fido. I get what it is. They're loyalties. Once you establish you're the alpha,
Yeah.
I just see through Milan
You like leave it?
yeah,
And we're back to
exactly.
dominance.
Okay, that's an 8 plus my savvy is a +2, so 10, 11.
Oh, okay. You see, for a second they calculate, and then they
Yes.
and they're basically saying, "What are you offering?"
Yeah. I would love for you to walk away with 100 credits, which is more than you were going to get on this ship, but you're absolutely going to step away from the comm and just go wait in the back room until we're done. You get to be the one that lives.
Yeah, 100 Earth credits is a fuckload.
I don't
of
know
money.
how much money is.
Yeah.
What am I, a
No,
farmer?
that's fine. Exactly.
It's a banana. What does
Yeah.
it cost?
Yeah.
50 credits?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Just, full gangy mode.
Yeah.
Yep.
Go see a Star Wars. I don't know. Go sit in the back.
This Fido,
We are in a Star Wars.
if you could see, even with all the hair on their face, they kind of go pale at the thought of that much money. And they literally get up and run out on all fours to where you where you had pointed. They are out of it.
And I say, good boy. And I'm going to just continue walking, have this fight happen, but she's going to go sit and cross her leg in the captain chair and
Okay.
wait for this to end.
I love it so much.
All right, Brait, you still have an action in this fight.
Okay, is there still somebody... So you look at the captain's chair.
Yeah.
Is there still somebody at the ship's communications
Yes,
space?
that one
Okay.
got shot at and was wounded, but they're still very active and fine. And there's a whole nother one that hasn't even been addressed.
Okay. I am going to go up and I'm actually going to try to smash the communications array.
Okay.
So that they can't talk to anyone else on the ship.
Perfect.
Because I don't want them warning the rest of the pirates that were there. I'm not really trying to harm the person as much as I'm trying to stop them from being able to do their job.
Okay.
Because I'm afraid there might be a liability for the GCC if I physically attack someone.
Okay.
So so it's a last resort kind of thing.
Very nice. So you're gonna roll prove your worth.
Okay.
Since you're not trying to actually like harm the person. So that one's
Okay.
this right here.
I'm gonna go back to trying to harm somebody because it's a better
Okay.
roll for me. No, I'm
Okay.
kidding. Okay. So I'm gonna try to prove my worth. Is there anything that does my alien form give me anything? Or is that just like a cool thing?
It can give you, I mean, if you're using mostly it's a utility thing. So, like,
Okay.
if you wanted to do something. But if you have a specialty, you might be able to, like, your engineering specialty, you could add because you know exactly where to hit on the console.
Cool. So I get +1 to this. Cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great. All right. So that is going to be a 8.
Very good.
Cool.
So, yeah, absolutely. So, on Prove Your Worth, go ahead and you have a 7 and 9.
Okay. So I have a difficulty, and so. Oh, okay. I put a crewman in a bad situation.
Okay.
I think that makes sense if I am like attacking a thing. I think that means that like the person who was at the console that I was at is like now startled, and so he's going to be attacking or reckless abandon.
Okay.
And so I think, unfortunately, I feel bad because CADave was in the bathroom, but I think if Manda was the one attacking him, then I think now he's going to like freak out and fire more like dangerously.
Yeah,
so I think
absolutely.
Manda has a disadvantage on this, so I'll let him know that when he comes back.
Yeah, perfect.
But
So Dave will also have disadvantage on his next roll.
yeah.
Very good. So the doggos are going to be upset. So
These aren't doggos. These are bad boys.
bad boys.
Bad
right.
boys.
Bad boys.
Every boy on the
Bad
ship
boys.
is a bad
The
boy.
Fidos.
Every boy on this ship is a bad boy.
Absolutely. So I'm going to say that they do fire and -1 trust to max.
Okay.
So
All right. I'm going to move enthusiastic over to
yeah.
insecure. And I'm down to 3.
Very good. And we currently don't know whether these doggos were able to get a message across. So,
CADave, your next roll will have disadvantage because I put you in danger by I attacked the communications array, and so the guy who was in front of it, like, you're now at disadvantage because he's like attacking you wildly now.
Rock on. I like it.
perfect.
The danger.
All right, so we are in a new round right now. I'm also going to say you lose 1 trust because the other guy shot at you.
Uh-huh.
So make sure you
high trusts.
make sure you move your conditions too as you're losing trust.
It's gone all wrong.
All right, and okay, so new round. Who would like to go? Who has an idea what they want to do?
Sure, I'll go. I
Okay,
love this.
perfect.
I don't know how much I could just make up in the world, but I would love to just do a cursory feel under like the captain console to see if there's like a gun strapped
Okay.
underneath.
Okay.
And if there is, I'm gonna fire on the other one that hasn't really done anything yet.
Nice. Okay. I'm just gonna do just do a straight savvy roll and see just to see like luck.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh
Oh
no. Even with your savvy?
no. That's it's a 3 on the dice.
Oh, I can't see that one. Oh,
Well, yeah, it's a 3 on the dice plus 2 is a 5. I'm at a -1,
oh yeah. That's
so we're back down to a 4.
You
Bad
just find
dogs.
dog chewing
Yeah.
gum.
Yeah, just find a bag of treats and I'm like, what the
the
fuck?
hell? There's like a little squeaky to it.
Yeah,
It's like a little wet.
there's
Yeah.
just like a peanut
Yeah.
butter Kong under there. I'm like,
Yeah.
what are you doing? It's disgusting.
I am also going to say, since that was like a big failure, like while you're reaching down there, you like hit a button, and you certainly
Yes.
like you start hearing like the engines of the ship like start to spin up, even though you're still attached to the airlock on the cruise ship.
Act faster. Thank you.
What did you turn on?
Don't worry about it. You're being shot at.
Well,
Focus.
I wanted to dive towards the other one. Another unnecessary combat roll
Okay.
and come up swinging.
Nice. Okay. Very good. You may do that.
Okay.
And you have disadvantage on this roll.
Oh, that's right.
No, I think he does.
You do too.
Do
I put you in danger.
From earlier.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right.
It's this little like
forgot.
domino effect of
That's
disadvantage.
fantastic.
Everybody's got danger.
Yep.
Okay, so let's see. With Maverick, I can roll courage instead of body. Force is necessary when someone is in physical danger, and they will be able to tell others about it later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait. Okay. So that one gives you advantage. Oh
No,
a
this
plus
lets
one.
me roll courage instead of body.
Oh, okay, great.
So,
I'm like, wait.
Okay, so we've got a 4 plus 2. Oh, plus unarmed combat, or hand-to-hand combat
Yes.
is what it says. So 7.
7. That's very good.
I'll take it.
Barely.
Yep.
Oof, very good. All right. So, and you're doing forces necessary.
Yes.
So on a 7 and 9, you succeed. You and your opponents take -1 trust,
Okay.
and you're hitting which one were you hitting? Sorry.
The one that hadn't been hit yet.
Okay, so that one.
Oh, I'm down in the distrusted category now. And I'm going to move confident away.
Welcome to my land.
Confident's going down to guilty.
Okay. And you also have to select a cost off of the list.
Oh, right. Let's see. I'm going to reveal a new danger or foe.
All right. So you hear this like ripping sound as the ship starts moving, and you know that it's a pretty big ship, so there's a lot of air in it, but the ship has now moved and has ripped itself free from the airlock.
From our ship airlock or from the cruise ship?
The cruise ship. So
Okay.
your
This
your
would
ship,
probably just,
yeah,
come
it's
along
still
for the
attached.
ride, yeah.
It's fine, but it's now pulled away from a large cruise ship. So these two, and so it's like snapped somewhere, and so now there's like these blaring horns, like alarms, like "Wah, wah, wah, you're gonna die. Probably without the "you're gonna die" part, but just this, these, and you know, and
It's
you
a barking.
yeah. It's the alarms that you're hearing. And
We actually don't hear it because it's a high-pitched frequency.
Yeah.
So
It can't be heard by humans.
That's
too
very
high-pitched
good.
for us.
Bray can
Yeah.
hear
That's
it, but the
very
people...
good.
You could probably hear it, and Bray can hear it, but the humans can't.
okay, yeah. Oh, that's perfect.
Oh,
Okay.
so much.
Yeah, that is now the canon. What's happening?
Yes.
And there's some
Excellent.
flashing gray lights.
Yeah. And Bray, you would know because you're like in tune with the ship that like the emergency airlocks have shut, and you are now drifting separate from the cruise ship, but they are not 100%. So we are now losing air at a not insignificant rate. It's not just like flowing out of an open airlock.
Now, we are in vac suits, though.
Are you?
Right?
are.
Isn't that what we said when we
No,
were getting
he's
ready?
wearing
I put
like
on
an
like
armor
a security
suit.
armor.
Oh,
Yeah.
You're not in vac suits.
okay.
You did say that you had like an Indiana Jonesy vac suit.
Yeah,
you wearing a
that
vac suit?
was
Okay.
my
You're in a vac
intention.
suit.
Max has
Okay.
a Max suit.
Yeah.
But,
and that's fine.
It's like the thing I wear when I'm piloting trips. They're like, well, we gotta put your spacesuit on.
Oh, okay.
Which-
So you have a medium,
Yeah.
a half vac suit.
Yeah, it's not armor,
No.
but it is like.
He's got to wait 2 weeks to get the second vac suit.
Yeah.
And then in 6 months he'll get a boosted vac suit.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for my booster.
Yeah, the booster. I have a question. Bray, do you need air?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I mean, honestly, worst case, Bray would just be like whatever's on this thing would be done, and she's back on the ship. Like Bray probably
yeah.
is back on the ship right now. So
Okay.
it's just like it's very Cylon-y.
Yeah,
bit,
that's
but
very
yeah,
cool.
I think it would be weird if the entire ship's AI was placed into one vulnerable machine. So I think if this was destroyed, she might lose the data collected on this particular mission unless she had like sent it back in some sort of subspace frequency type thing.
Yeah.
But I don't think she's done that yet. So I think if this machine got destroyed, the ship would be fine, and
Okay.
she'd still be on the ship, but she wouldn't be. Yeah.
And you wouldn't remember anything up and after once you got on the shuttle.
Yeah,
The skip.
exactly.
Sorry, skip.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Okay,
It's like
perfect.
a little like yeah.
I love it. Okay.
Okay, so what Bray's gonna do right now, she now is very aware that there's like air seeking out of the ship. So I'm gonna do a scan a situation.
Okay.
And I want to learn more. I want to gather academic data.
Okay.
Bray heard the Scion, Countess, Duchess, Champagne Supernova say
Thank you.
where the that it's to the left. So that means Bray now is aware that the Scion, Duchess, Countess has a tracker on this object. So Bray is now going to, I'm going to do, like, is what we're looking for here, as close as I can think of what you want.
Yeah, that's great.
Bray's trying to find this signal, because now that she knows this thing is like a threat to her, she wants to try to get it and destroy it before the Countess can get to it. The Duchess, the
that's so
Scion. I think that's
good.
like the one that you don't have, and I keep saying
Yeah,
Countess.
it's all good.
The Duchess, the voice. I know there was the voice.
Yeah.
There was the Duchess. There was a Scion.
that's all three.
And there was one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Like, Just because you don't use the Countess title anymore doesn't mean it's not still there.
Well, it's not part of the one I named, darling. Well, we can't be here all day.
Yeah, you were the voice. You were in season 3. It's great. So I think I'm gonna do a. So I roll plus my brains, which is a +2.
Nice.
And then I don't think I can make quantum mechanics work for that argument. So I think I'll just
Engineering seems fair.
Well, I don't think so because I'm not using like shift engineering. I'm just trying to like essentially hack into her like homing signal. I'm trying to basically like. I know there is a homing signal. I know that she can trace it, so now I'm trying to trace it as well. So I'm basically looking for the frequency.
I feel it, yeah. Okay.
You think engineering can work for that?
I am the GM. I'm not going to make your argument for you.
Okay,
but I would buy it.
I'm because I didn't come up with it myself. I'm going to say it's a +2. So.
Okay. No, I'll give you.
I don't
take the plus. It's fine.
Cool.
Because it makes sense. You'd know how they might engineer such a signal and where it would come from.
Well, then I got a 12 because I rolled a 6,
Perfect.
which is a TARDIS on my dice, and +3, which is 9 +3, so that's 12.
Very nice. Those are great dice for this game.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah, absolutely. Like,
So I get to ask 3 questions.
you get to ask 3 questions.
Okay. Which doesn't really like these. Are these?
If you don't want to, you don't have to.
Does it have to be one of these, or can I ask something similar?
It can be similar. Like if it's close enough. Like it. Yeah.
Okay. So I think I would say like I think like can I access the homing device? So now I know where it's at too. Second one would be where is it, and how can I neutralize it?
Okay. You know, it's down that other hallway. There's kind of like this big kind of like warehouse room, and you know they literally it's like almost like Scrooge McDuck, and there's just like this big room full of all the stuff they've taken.
Okay.
So it's just like piles of some of it's total junk, some of it's worth a fortune, some of it they don't even know what it is. Who knows? And they basically just take as much stuff as they can, shove it into this room, and then when they get to the next place that they think they can start selling stuff off, they do.
Okay. This pirate company loses a fortune in aerodynamic fuel loss.
Yes.
Yeah, spread the weight around the ship in order to maximize your fuel.
Yeah, and you can tell exactly where in the room this is.
Okay.
So you know it's off to the side. It's with like the more like monetary stuff. They tend to like sort it by shiny, not shiny, what the fuck, like.
Yeah.
So it's in the shiny category of like money and jewelry and things like that, expensive
Shiny.
stuff. Yeah, exactly.
And then how do I neutralize it?
I mean, it's a small object, and like it's hard to tell because you're just picking up on the beacon.
Okay.
But it probably stands to reason that if you smashed it, it probably, I mean, might be wrong, but that's usually a good guess.
Okay. Cool.
So it's a necklace, but I mean, it's a necklace. It's a big necklace, but it's still a necklace.
Okay. Yeah. There's so everybody else, you just see like there's a real brief processing, and that's about all that happens for her turn. Yeah.
Nice.
Just to zoom in on
Well,
your
and
face.
her thought process too is like,
Yeah.
well, if the alcohol, if the oxygen is leaking out of the ship, I might have a good period of time here where I can solve my problem without have any interference.
Oh, while we're all
'cause
unconscious.
The only person I trust is wearing a vac suit. So
Aw.
I really thought we were all bringing vac suits to the party.
You're the only one playing Traveler right now. It's their other game.
No one's playing Traveler.
That's true. Accurate. All right. Back to the bridge. We have 2 more people who get to move? Yeah. No, did you go?
I did the thing that revealed bad news.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, so...
Hypothetically, can I shoot for the pyrotechnics in the console behind the guy by the communications thing? Can I make it like a brains roll to shoot a vulnerable spot in the computer that will make it explode, all cool sci-fi TV show like?
Ooh.
And hurt him?
That would generally be a prove your worth, which is plus courage.
Okay.
I will let you add your specialty to that.
All right.
I am standing right next to him, by the way. Just I just smashed it. So
That's totally true.
okay. So do what you're gonna do, but like
No,
I
wouldn't do.
there.
I wouldn't do that.
Okay.
I wouldn't do that. I forgot.
If you want to go up and if you wanted to use brains, like to actually do a modification, like if you wanted to run up to the console and do something to the console, with when the ship moves.
No.
Okay.
Well, I'm just gonna shoot that guy.
Okay.
Like that's all there is to it.
Force is necessary.
Here we go. Big money with my disadvantage.
Ooh. I mean, it is disadvantage. It's called disadvantage for a reason.
Can I help?
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm in this same numerical, like I'm gonna get my trade damage, but you can make it feel better.
Yeah, no, I can.
You might,
Six
yeah,
right now.
yeah.
It's gonna be great. I rolled a 6.
Ooh.
Damn.
Tight.
So what does that make yours?
9, 10, 11.
11. Very good.
What did you do to help?
Yeah.
I'm behind the console, so I think I just start like interfacing with like light things, and I want to like raise a panel to give you like a clear shot at something. Just like,
Okay. So you're shooting the panel, or you're shooting the guy?
I'm shooting the guy.
Okay.
oh, you're shooting, yeah. So I just want to distract him by interfacing with some. I don't know.
You just like
I don't
push him
know.
out.
Well,
Yeah.
no, I mean, like you are literally steering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could just
Boop, boop, boop,
throw us all to the side.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
we
we
gotta
all-
do. We
yeah,
gotta
yeah,
do a Star
yeah.
Trek.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Very
good.
good.
Thank you.
All right. Very nice. So you got an 11.
Yes.
Perfect.
So that's 2 trust to him.
Yep.
Them.
And that one's now starting to like back out of the door a little bit. Like they're still in the fight, but they're starting to like eye ways to get out. All right, very good. I think that's the end of that round. We're gonna have the other one is going to actually they're gonna shoot at you.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, because you're now taking their ship and
My
leaving
ship,
all
yeah.
the rest of their pack on that cruise ship. So yeah, they're gonna shoot, and you're gonna lose 1 trust.
Good. I don't even like trust.
Imagine being the people on the other cruise ship where like you're getting raided by pirates, and then suddenly the pirate ship itself just like
Tears away. You're like, what is happening?
At least that cruise ship
Remove
probably has airlocks that
curious.
work.
Okay.
Not like this.
they
piece of
they
crap.
did.
I feel like you should have at some point moved all of those down. I'm not sure if
I moved back
mathematically.
one up. I
Oh.
moved one back up.
Oh, you did? Okay.
I had 1 trust building thing when we had
Oh,
a
that's right.
conversation.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah, that's the only reason. It's not bad again.
Yeah.
You're
Very close.
Yes. Oh, we can do it. We've got time.
I believe in you.
Yeah. I'm gonna roll one more time. It'll be bad.
Now there's 2 here, right? There's the one that is shooting at her, and the one that I'm in
Yes.
melee
There's
with,
2 left.
right?
The other
Yeah.
one was bribed to go away.
Yeah.
And then there's the 2. One of them is almost leaving. The other one's still very much in the fight.
Okay.
And the other one is also going to shoot at you. So that you're going to lose another trust too.
Okay. Well, that's not great.
Uh-oh.
Well, I'm at 1. I'm at
Okay.
1.
Do you have...
And I'm moving my last favorable condition.
So you hit your breaking point. What do you
Yeah.
do?
Ooh.
I don't have any way to avoid that trust minus, right?
Nope.
Okay.
You're not a trained fighter. You're in this fight, and now you're freaking out, man.
I thought I was going to do better than that. Yeah.
Your ass is mouth's writing checks. Your ass can't cash.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
You're dangerous.
So you have 3 detrimental conditions marked, so you have to
Yep.
pick one of the options that is
Yep.
linked with one of your conditions.
Yeah, so I have insecure, guilty, and disillusioned. And I'm going to go with the guilty or disillusioned option of make an inappropriate public confession of your deeds or feelings.
All right?
Amazing.
Nice.
Do it
And,
right now.
Yeah, I think dealing with this guy shooting at him and trying to hit him, and the only I'm trying to think of what this total. I mean, the people know the things that he does. Yeah, I think it's the only reason I'm here is I was trying to impress Lytemnestra anyway because she's the coolest person. Gosh, I don't know. I'm so stuck.
Yeah, that's okay.
Inappropriate public confession. Hold on. With the defense that he made of Brait earlier, I think maybe I don't have the right words off the top of my head, but I think he's expressing affection, like romantic affection for Bright.
Oh wow!
And
Yes.
it's the one that he can't have, so to speak. And like
Oh,
this is why it's all worth it, and he's
yeah.
gonna stay in this fight no matter what, even though he's getting all shot to hell, because I think he's in love with her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. So it's
Aw.
a little awkward, like not well done.
Yeah.
Just so hot and blah, like
I guess
Yeah.
once you fuck everyone on the ship, you want to fuck the boat.
like it's so cringy and awkward.
Yeah.
Like even the
I'll always
Fidos,
love you, Bright.
yeah, and even the Fidos like stop and look. Like it's a moment like everyone freezes and just is like, ooh.
what?
a couple of like red lights light up on the side of Braid's face.
Yeah. So cute.
Yep.
I totally get it though. No, just like Brait has been your like
Oh yeah, it makes perfect sense.
wing
Yeah.
AI through
Yeah.
all of your exploits and
Yeah.
is
All
keeping
right.
the records of all the
right.
things you've done.
But
Yeah.
you were about to respond to what we're.
Oh, you shabby excuse for a human. Get your head in the game. What the fuck?
Kimmy, does anything happen with my trust after I hit my breaking point?
Nope, you are still in the
Okay.
fight. You just hang out there.
Got it.
And you get to keep going.
This is very
Why
bad.
don't you prove your love by finishing a fucking fight?
Yes. This isn't Masks. You don't get to opt out of the scene. You have to sit in this
Sit
thing
in
you
it.
made.
Yeah.
You hear?
Enjoy it.
I thought maybe my trust could go back up. but-
Absolutely
Not yet.
not.
No, definitely not after that.
I actually think that the fact that his affection for Braid is like unusual because she's an AI and everyone pointed it out. I think I would have a confrontation.
Okay.
Because it's how different I am, but I think instead I'm going to choose to take it, and I'm going to take the -1 trust for that
Okay.
because
Nice.
it feels really, like everyone pointed out, like, well, that's weird. And I know that in my life, if someone feels like it's really weird that someone will be attracted to me, which it happens quite frequently in my life, it doesn't make me feel great about myself. So I'm going to take that -1 trust. So I'm going to move my generous to back to insecure again.
Yeah. Now, in a fight, you can help get trust back, and you can give trust by using the Trust Me moves or by doing the Connect move. So you can like go over and it doesn't have to be a long conversation. You could like walk over and someone be like, I believe in you, or your father would be so proud right now, or whatever it was. And if it's what they need to hear in that moment, they can absolutely get trust back.
Your father would be so proud of how much you want to fuck that robot.
No!
You don't know my
Be
dad.
very clear. She is a hot ass robot. I just need you to get your fucking head in the game. I never said she was not utterly bangable. There's a time and a place for everything, and I didn't bring my dildo onto this ship because now is not the time for fucking.
Oh,
Please.
this shit.
This ship, specifically the skiff.
Watch out. He's on a different boat. He might be trying to make something happen.
The GCC does provide entertainment activities and equipment for any passenger needs
Incredible.
with
Incredible.
much discretion for a minimum
Look,
fee.
if we win the fight and I don't die, I'll fuck the boat. Can we please go?
All right, so the Fidos are now like back in the like in the fight. Like, God damn, these
Yeah.
people are weird.
So tiring of this shooting thing that's not working out very well.
Yeah.
I like start to sprint at the one that's leaving the room.
Okay.
Like throw down the laser rifle on the ground and get up to it and just do like a angry weasel like bite on the throat.
Okay.
Like just full claws and biting.
All
like,
right.
Yeah.
Was
Do
this the
it.
one that was at the comms and is
Yeah,
trying to?
yeah.
leaving,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
So you're with the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because this time I don't have disadvantage.
Yeah. You don't.
It's not going to help.
I'm with the
I know
one who was
me.
playing Galaxy.
Sorry about that.
No. I wouldn't really help that much. Anyway, so here we go. Lucky. See, it's better.
Is that good? I can't tell.
Yeah. Those are weird dice.
Still an 8.
8. Okay. Do you have a specialty that helps you?
I mean, that's with.
Oh, with the special. Oh, okay.
Come on, I can't roll that well.
That well. Yeah. Absolutely. Okay. Cool. So you exchange. And pick a thing.
I think think I gotta lose something important.
Okay.
Like,
Your uncle's gun.
This day on,
can it be like?
my uncle's gun.
Why have we not game
Yeah.
together before
Okay.
now?
All right.
Riley is perfect.
I'm angry about this.
Yeah.
Can it be like a personal thing,
Yeah. Absolutely.
like a sense of self sort of a deal?
Absolutely. Yeah. Totally.
Like, has just completely abandoned all that like security officer training stuff. Like, has just like, I am going to kill this dog that killed my uncle,
Yeah.
and it's just full weasel fight. Like, just full.
Absolutely.
Like, I'm crawling all over him, and just yeah.
Yeah, make sure and you just move down trust, so move a condition and pick a condition that represents that.
Yeah, I'm already all three on the
Okay.
bad side.
But you can switch one. Like if you have one
Yeah.
that's like angry, if you're not angry anymore, if you're ashamed or disillusioned or whatever it is, you can move them.
From one
No, I
negative
think
to another.
I think I'm good with the
You
ones
are?
I have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
Because I've got afraid, angry, and insecure.
Perfect. All right. Very good.
What's your trust total at?
I'm down to 3. I started at
3.
6.
Oh Lord. Imagine.
Yeah.
Imagine having 3 trusts.
Imagine.
I didn't even know they could go that high.
All right. Very good. So who's I should be keeping better track of this.
I think.
I think we all go on this round.
Yeah.
Have you all go? Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Did you?
Did you? I don't think I did.
You helped? Did you?
Yeah, I think you found the gun
Yeah,
under the.
Oh no, that was last round.
Oh, okay, that was the
Yeah.
same round.
But you didn't you help? Oh no, that was last.
That
round
was
too.
last round.
Okay, go.
Sweet. So there's one more that's relatively untouched. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the one
I
that.
mean, I did hit it. I made contact with it.
What is? There's one more that hasn't been sufficiently hit. I'm going to get up and apparently finish the fight that these people couldn't do.
Okay.
So let's do forces necessary, and I pull my little space knife out
Nice.
and go for its throat.
Perfect.
I like the space nice. It's
you-
like
Space
you're
nice.
gonna kill them with
Oh, I
niceness.
get to roll with disadvantage. I'm so
Okay.
excited for this.
But no, there's, I don't know if you took. There's one of the moves that's like.
Oh, I didn't take the one that helps.
Oh no, you didn't. Okay.
I don't fight.
Please,
We're gonna do it.
can the knife be
Oh,
called?
the 6 was
niceness?
on there.
Oh.
So it's a 7.
7. Okay.
-1 is a 6.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh no. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
you don't have a.
I have a -1 to body.
Oh yeah, you do.
okay.
Yep.
What are the dice?
Huh? 6. Oh, it's
6
7.
total.
-1 is a 6.
But what are the 2 dice?
5 and 2.
5 and 2.
Can I help? Because you came over to fight the one I'm fighting.
Yeah. Let's
Okay.
go.
Do it.
Make it worse. Make it worse.
All right. It's a 1.
Perfect.
Not like that. Like this.
Amazing.
Oh my god, that's so.
Do
good.
not fight splain the Scion
I-
Duchess voice.
All right, so this Fido just like completely dodges and actually takes you and pushes you as you like thrust and like throws you into
Zap.
to
Oh my
Max.
god.
So you end up in this pile on the floor, both of you,
Yeah.
and you're going to roll your next roll in the fight with disadvantage.
I love that.
Love it.
I already have disadvantage. Do I have like double disadvantage?
No, no.
Roll 4 dice and take the
I
worst.
feel like ruins a deal negotiation kind of just happened because I was trying to negotiate my knife with his neck.
Yep. I think that makes
Confront
sense.
me.
I would love to confront you.
Do it.
And I think she just like pushes up off of you. You're a fucking waste of humanity.
Wow.
And just rolls off and tries to like, go.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to roll about
Oh, hold on. Gotta make it worse. You're a waste of humanity. And once I get Ida back in my hands, I'm gonna nerf your fucking ship.
Oh.
Look, if I'm going bad, I'm going all the way
it?
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
You're gonna have to
Do you-
do a roll about
Do you
it.
have another flavor?
I play
Oh
really
my
nice
goodness.
characters, but not here.
Not here. This is all
Not here.
That's
Not here, not
true.
now.
No.
Oh, not today.
Yeah, not today.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not today.
I feel like you're always like a
I've been
little.
nice before, but now is not the time for
No,
that.
that's not.
Okay, do I have to do a roll? What do I do?
Yeah, you roll plus.
Favorable, fucking one favorable condition. Do I roll with disadvantage on this too?
If you're at 1
If you're-
trust.
yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Love it. Oop. Oh, that was a 2. Yeah, that's a 3, baby.
All
Oh,
right.
a 4. It's a 4.
Okay, so, yeah, so you basically fail. So if
Yeah.
you fail your roll, like, you are filled, like, she has not torn you down. Like,
Yeah.
you're, like, past it. You're, like, you were just, like, what are you feeling about that? Like,
Yeah, I'm just like, oh, she's just full of insults. Like, she's just a bully. And this doesn't faze me.
I reach my breaking point. You useless fucking coward, you stupid ship. And a manic, rabid squirrel. I would like to use afraid or selfish. I would like to openly disregard my crewmates to serve and save myself.
Okay.
And I'm getting the fuck out of here.
okay. Yep.
I leave.
You were leaving.
Yeah.
You're headed back to
I'm
the
gonna go.
skip.
No, I leave the
Okay.
room. I don't know if they know where I'm going.
Oh,
but
okay.
I'm going back to get my fucking necklace and get the
Nice.
fuck off this ship.
Very good.
And if I accidentally break the airlock on the way out, oh well.
Oops. Excellent.
I feel like that triggers my confront.
Oh, okay.
This is great. What a domino.
Yes! You wanted drama?
For,
I did.
For dismissing my input.
Yeah.
This is going to be like an angry weasel
Let's go.
chasing you down the hole.
Amazing.
Let's see. I don't have any favorable conditions, so let's... I'm going to sell these dice.
You got get rid of them.
Someone you hate.
They're so bad.
There's a whole bowl of other ones you can
I
choose
know,
from.
but these have served me well for years. They're just having an off night. It's fine.
Okay.
So I take it -1 trust.
Okay. Yeah, you don't give a fuck what he says.
Back up or I'll put you down, you fucking animal. Can I keep going?
All right, I want to trigger my drop the act
Okay.
Let's go!
because
Oh!
I feel like the Scion Duchess voice just became the threat, and I think she's a threat to both of my crewmates and to me and to my ship.
All right.
And so
So this is your stellar move. This is like the
Yep.
big thing that you can use once a campaign.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Will you read it out for us?
Yes. In the moment of great need, you drop your facade of humanity to save your crewmates. You push your bizarre abilities to the extreme, and there can be no doubt of how different you really are from everyone else. Describe what happens and how you save everyone. Be specific about the frightening and alienating aspects of your action. At the end of the scene, each group must share if they trust you more or less than they did before.
More.
Okay, well, you'll see. Okay, so what happens
Yes,
is...
let's go!
You suddenly see, like, in this desperate act, Brait, like, pulls herself in and, like, all her form, like, forms into a cube, and she lets out an electromagnetic pulse that goes out through the entire ship. So I think I don't know what's going to do the skiff. I have no idea if it's going to make the skiff dead in the water, and basically fries her own circuits. So this robot version of her is gone, which also means she won't have heard the confession from him. So that's like erased from the memory of her.
Amazing.
This is so good.
But it's gone. But I'm hoping that it also fries the necklace that would nerf our ship. Because when she said I'm going to nerf your ship, that's when her brain was like, she will not just hurt me, but she'll hurt my crew as well. And so it's just this huge pulse that goes out and fries every circuit on the pirate ship. So the pirate ship's basically dead in the water at this point.
Yeah.
But now Brait is gone and off the table, basically. But
That's so good. All
I
right.
would love to do something with
Okay.
and about that. From down the hallway where she's been running away, Lytemnestra drops to the ground. Because I would love for it to be that, like, humans had figured out a sufficiently, like, good AI. Very, like, Methuselah from, what was the show? Oh, no. The Netflix show, I can't think of it right now. Alter Carbon.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sleeves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think you blew her sleeve.
oh, nice.
Yeah.
You said you were altered. You said
good.
you
Exactly.
were.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's
So I
so
think she
great.
just wakes up somewhere back on Earth screaming and angry.
Like,
Ah,
super
I love
pissed.
it.
At your spawn point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect. All right. So, since we had like that move, like I wanted, we'll wrap that up in just a second, but I want to kind of narrate because I feel like that's a great ending point for us.
Take it away.
Yeah.
So we have this like massive pulse, like everything in this like cobbled together ship of the Fidos just like goes dead. The skiff actually had powered down because you wanted to make sure that it didn't get picked up or noticed or anything.
Okay.
So it actually is fine. So, but everything else, including like the necklace, that has been fried as well. whether it can be repaired and whether the information on it can be found again later. Who knows? Like, if this is a campaign. But yeah, the two Fidos are freaking out now because their ship is now continuing to drift. The rest of their pack is on that cruise ship over there doing a thing. And you two find yourselves like in a dark ship.
Pitch black ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say that you guys, I'm going to say they know you had this capability. It was in one of the binders.
Might be. They probably don't know then if it's one of the binders.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's true. Okay.
Yeah, the idea that Max read the binders
That's true.
is
That's-
wild.
yeah.
I would say that because it's supposed to be a frightening and alienating aspect, I think them learning that one of Brait's machines can do this probably terrifies them.
Yeah.
Because at any time on their ship, she could do it too.
Yeah. So you were on the bridge. You saw.
Excited and scared.
Yeah.
That's kind of horny.
You're both. You're
Fear
still both
boner.
on the bridge, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you both saw her like detonate. She's gone, as far as you know, or not. Maybe you read the binders. You're the greenhorn.
I feel like I might have
Okay.
actually, or at least like paid attention for the training about the whole situation. Because like
Yeah.
he started out like super excited to get to the ship and get to know the ship and
Yeah.
and all that stuff.
Fair.
So I think maybe, but it's still like that was a big desperation
No,
thing.
it's-
Like
Freaky as fuck.
yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think it probably snaps him out of the like animal rage that was going on to be like I don't even know if he heard the threat, right? Like it was
Yeah.
just the like when you were like "You squirrel, blah," then he was like I'm not a squirrel.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's very much like a oh.
So my question
This
is, as you're leaving, do you go and try and grab the passenger's stuff, or do you just get the fuck out?
Well, I guess at this point it doesn't feel like we're in a big hurry.
There's still the 3 doggos.
Well,
You
yeah,
are
I
still
mean,
losing oxygen on the ship.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Well, you're not. You are.
It's starting to get like mountains now
Yeah.
instead of sea level pressure.
We'll say actually that you traded safe passage back to the cruise ship because this ship's dead. Like there's no being able to fix it. So you traded the Fidos like safe passage to somewhere where they aren't going to, die of lack of oxygen, for helping carry that stuff to the ship.
Oh, yeah.
And they get to carry a little bit extra that they can sell wherever you end up dropping them.
And we won't leave you to suffocate.
Yeah,
here
to
in your
suffocate
ship.
and
Yeah.
die.
Okay.
Exactly. So you take these 3 Fidos with you. You get the stuff back for all the passengers, including this weird little necklace that no longer is sending a signal anywhere, but is in your skiff. And you head back, and you're able to return to your cruise ship.
When we get back to the cruise ship, like as we're walking off the ship with the Fidos, the one that I was trying to kill that clearly killed my uncle, like I just walk behind him and snap on like electro cuffs
Ah, yeah.
and grab him and then like walk him off to the security office.
Nice.
The other two, fine, they can have their little treasure and go off on their way, but
Nice. All right. Circling back to her stellar move, after seeing Brait do something that extreme, do you trust them more or do you trust them less?
I think it's actually more.
Okay.
Like it was a move to try and save everybody.
Okay.
Like
Yeah. That's my read on that as well.
All right.
Like even if it was like we don't 100% know like the self-preservation like level that was, but it was also like the willingness to, give it all and like save the day.
Absolutely. So you get +2 trust.
Okay.
And you cannot use that move again during our campaign.
Well,
For the rest of the campaign.
what does Lytemnestra feel about it, though?
Yeah.
Oh, when she woke up, because I want to lean back to that like connection that we had. That was like Clytemnestra's curiosity. So after she's done being angry that she died in space, she goes and like throws like full Minority Report all of the data that she aggregated from you and starts and sends off that like secretive message.
I love
like,
it.
She's much more advanced than we thought. Send the fleet.
Nice!
And that's where she ends off.
Nice.
Having not trusted you more.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Okay, so I
Yeah.
only get 1 trust on that.
Yeah,
because
so
of
you-
the
And I think
two,
that's
yeah.
why. That's
Yeah,
actually
makes
why
sense.
she was with the crew the whole time. Like, there's no
I
good reason
love
for a
it.
diplomat to be with the crew.
Yeah.
Love it.
But I was getting intel.
That's great.
Yeah, basically, like, I can imagine your mission was evaluate
Yes.
the AI, and if it's an actual threat, activate the new necklace
Correct.
to get rid of it.
And again,
Like-
didn't get to do the second part, but I
Yeah.
do know that you're a threat, and now you have important people protecting you. So we're going to send the full force
Yeah.
of Earth
Yeah.
after you.
I love it.
I'm moving from afraid to confident because I feel like I think she feels like I am a powerful weapon that the fleet is afraid of.
Yeah.
They are
Awesome.
afraid of me.
Yes.
They are not. I'm not in space with them. They are in space with me.
Yeah.
All right. That was amazing. So that was Starscape, which is now playtesting. If you want to download a free copy of it, go to goldenlassogames.com/Starscape. And there's links there so you can get it. It's free or pay what you will right now. Eventually, it'll be kickstarted or published by a company or something. But right now, we're playtesting. You can try it out with your group. Everything is... It's nice looking. There's a bunch of nice art, but it hasn't been done fancy layout or anything like that. So you can play it. You can give feedback. We have a Discord you can join to talk to other people, get games together, and let me know what you think and what parts are broken and what aren't.
This is super fun.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
fun.
So how much awkward lack of eye contact do Manda and Max make now that Max declared that he wants to bang the ship?
Yes.
Now they're back on the ship. Is there a lot of like not looking where he's looking?
No,
and-
I think there's 100% like I come over and I'm like, I explain like, Brake won't remember what you said. So like,
Yeah.
since I read the book, I know how that works. So like, if you have feelings like that, you should say something again.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Like,
I thought you were gonna say like, "Hey, this is your out. She won't remember.
Oh.
And you don't have to."
no. This is like a.
Did you say it was on the ship, or did you say something other on?
No, we're definitely back on the ship.
Okay, so Ray knows what you said. Now.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool. That's
Yeah.
fun to know.
Yeah.
Well,
right.
you don't actually know exactly what he said.
Fair.
It's
Right.
just they're not going to remember.
Sorry, I didn't mean to catch off your
Just-
outro for awkward eye contact.
It's
No,
totally
I-
fine.
Yeah.
It's important. These are the details we
Yeah.
need.
These are the feelings.
This is why we wrote a game about feelings and trust.
You know, I love a cut to like whatever form Brait has taken on the ship again. And we're like, can we talk? And then just
Oh,
Thank God.
that's so good.
All right. Awesome. So that was great. We'll do some outros now. I guess I'll go first. My name is Kimi. You can find me at Golden Lasso Girl on social media everywhere, or you can find Golden Lasso RPGs on Instagram and Twitter. You can also go to goldenlassogames.com to find the games I'm designing and games I have designed. And I am sometimes on the Happy Jacks advice show right now, and that's kind of the only thing I'm doing outside of this. Being a mom. All right, next person. Why don't we start with Jason?
Okay, hi, I'm Jason. You can follow me on Twitch and Twitter at It's Probably Okay. You can also find the game that I made that we were referencing earlier called Demigods at
Now, what's Demigod?
demigodspbta.com. There's a free download there of the Quick Start Guide. And that's most of what I'm up to. That book should be coming out soon.
Yeah.
So, look for that and new projects.
Hey, I'm Riley Silverman. This is my first time on Happy Jacks. I'm very excited to be welcomed in. This is very cool. I've heard nothing but good things about it, and it was all true.
That's like
So-
my good luck is like having Riley like play the first like actual play of a game, and it's very exciting.
Aw, I like that. That makes me happy. So I'm excited to be here. I've done lots of TTRPGs. I can't say the letters apparently. I've been a lot of shows on Save and Throw. I just wrapped up a campaign on Save and Throw called Dice Ex Machina. I'm also on a RPG podcast called The Game of Rassilon, a Doctor Who RPG podcast. We just wrapped our third season as my Doctor Who regenerated at the end of the third season. So we'll be coming back next year with season 4 with a new Doctor and a new GM, which is me. The very first thing that I got to GM as the new GM of the show was the moment after I regenerated and the new Doctor started over. We did the showrunner style where the showrunner takes over. So I literally like the last thing that happened was like our old GM was talking and then we like had their last line was my first line and then we went into there. So it was very fun. It was a really honor to do that. So check that out. I also have a lot of writing out there, and I have some stuff that is so close to being announced and hasn't been yet, and I'm just to keep an eye out for things. Hopefully by the end of this year, so I can be very excited about the awesome things I'm working on this year. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I also forgot to mention I'm streaming a Happy Jacks game on Monday nights. You should come watch that.
What's that game?
This time slot
Yeah.
that people couldn't make it tonight, so I was like, I'll run my game. It'll be fine. And thank you to everyone who added in last minute. I appreciate you.
This is great.
So fun.
Yeah.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Aabria Iyengar. You can follow me on social media at QuiddieQIDDIE. Yeah, I'm doing a speed run because there's a lot to announce.
Yup.
I am the storyteller at PAX Unplugged this year, so come see me give a speech. And I think I'm going to be on some panels playing some games. I've got a very cool announcement that will drop there and then, so stay tuned for that. You can catch me on Battle for Beyond on D&D Beyond's YouTube channel now on Fridays at 4 p.m. And I play Cestia. I play a good girl, but I'm on the horny team, so we'll see what happens. It's fine.
You're one of those, like, you're evil or horny or both. Like those.
Why not both?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe evil. It could possibly be a
It
PvP
happens,
game.
yeah.
We'll find out. On Saturday, I will be on another World Builders level 20 game on Pat Ruffus's channel, GM'd by B. Dave Walters. I'm bringing back Timpani, my little satyr, and she's gonna be full nonsense again. Also, later that night, I'll be over on Pixel Circus's channel for Total Puppet Chaos. I have a puppet now, so I get to play a little puppet and be a nonsense monster. I'm so excited. And I've been watching just a lot of PBS to get ready. It's not even on PBS anymore. Just a lot of Sesame Street. The Misfits and Magic Holiday Special premieres on December 15th on dropout.tv, so catch that. Also, you can catch me this Friday on Dropout actually, I'm playing against Brandon Lee Mulligan and Taliesin Jaffe. And
It'll be fine.
It's great. It went so great. I did a good job, and no one can yell at me. And I have a podcast called Storybenders. It's an Avatar: The Last Airbender podcast. Other than that, you can check out my stuff on Critical Role's channel. I ran Exandria Unlimited. On Dimension 20, I'm on the 7, Pirates of Leviathan, and Misfits and Magic. And I just wrapped up a 3-shot with the McElroys, The Adventure Zone, Zone of Adventure, Imbalance. It's really cool, and you can go check it on their YouTube.
Yay.
It's so good.
I'm sorry I have to go after that, Dave.
No. It's. I mean,
We knew it was
you
happening.
get like an appetizer of,
Yeah.
oh, look, you start with a little thing, and then you get some more interesting stuff, and then you get a meal, and then you get dessert. It's fun.
Dessert! The
Dave.
best part!
So,
Your kizzard.
Yep.
You're an after dinner mint.
One way.
bring me the bucket. All right. I'm CADave. You can follow me on Twitter at CASithLord. I'm also on Twitch at CASithLord, and I'm reworking my American Truck Simulator driving time to try and work in a co-pilot thing that should be fun. So once I get that off the ground, I'll announce it on Twitter, and then I'll go do it. And you can see me drive around the western United States and try and make deliveries and not crash into everything like I'm prone to do.
And exciting, now that your kids are vaccinated, you are now back in person with people.
Yes, so my kids have finally gotten their shot, and so I'm able to start being a person again and going out and doing stuff. So the next time there's a round of show refreshes, maybe I'll appear again.
You will.
That would be exciting.
Yes, we would like that.
Well, yeah, I mean, it just depends on what all is happening. That's all.
All right. Thank you so much, everyone. Again, this was Starscape PBTA by Golden Lasso Games, and it was a one-shot, so I'm really sorry. It was fantastic. All right.
Happy Hanukkah.
Yeah, happy Hanukkah. And, yeah, we will hopefully see you again in the future. Bye.
Right.
Bye forever.